struck. So last night, something happened. We're going to play it because we have to, people.
We just have to.
We just have to. We're going to play it. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we know what's going to happen. We're going to have more of this.
Marsha in the Capitol, boots on the floor. Talking big protection, got a plan and some more. Says the whole state's in danger from a paper tongue snack. A fortune cookie whispering, don't let your guard crack. She look at her cell phone like it stole the sun. Put that thing down, baby, this fun is done. Texting in the kitchen, she acting all tense. Like a buzzing little rectangles, a national offense. She pointed the glow like it's some kind of curse. But the timing on the panic, it cannot be worse. She say, hold on tight, I know what to do. Then turn that worry face right back to Trump in the room. Fortune cookies, watch out! Tennessee, stand down. Fortune cookies, watch out! Marsha's coming to town.
Oh, and the not a shocker night outside of somebody who lost. Old Andy Ogles there.
It's not a shocker, but it's still kind of depressing.
It's depressing because I've still yet to find somebody that goes, hey,
Big fan.
big fan. I'm voting for her. She's doing great. Oh, man. Fun night. Hey, Ken, did you get out there last night before the rain came?
No.
Okay.
It was raining while I was in there.
Yeah, because it was nasty.
Oh, it was raining hard.
What was that about?
I don't know, man. It just came out of nowhere. One of those pop-up thunderstorms.
Man, but it stuck around for a while.
Yeah.
And God bless everybody who came out last night. It was a huge, I was like, that was great.
Dude, we could have filled Nissan Stadium.
We could have, yeah.
That was a blast, man. I'm so glad I went.
You know what? I'm going to say this right now. I had two people come up to me. I think Mike was one of them, Cali boy, and came up and said, "Is Bell here?" I said, "No, Bell isn't here." You really think Bell was going to show up? So we could barely get him to show up at work.
I was hiding in the background.
Yeah. So, but it was fun. It was fun. Got to talk to a lot of people last night, and not a shocker. It wasn't. I mean, it was the Monty thing. Jesus liked Marsha more. So what are you gonna do? Chad. I don't think that's nice. But it was a good night, had by all. That's all that mattered.
Like you said earlier, though, when we were talking, Monty, for the percentages he got, he got massive return on investment. I mean, he did really well when you consider his funding.
Yeah, great return on investment. Great return on investment.
That was grassroots, too, boys.
That was. John Henry did a pretty good job considering.
That was grassroots,
because he wasn't nowhere near as funded as you would want to be.
No. I mean, think about the money that Rose wrote to himself and the money that Marsha had. Right? Think about those things. I mean, some of these people, they don't even think they have to spend money. I mean, you go around to some of these places that are so gerrymandered in the country, you're surprised. I remember one year I was doing a thing about Nancy Pelosi spent $9,000 on her seat one year. She bought a billboard. That's it.
Just one?
Just one.
Because people vote by name recognition.
She didn't need to. Right? I mean, some of these places are so gerrymandered, but to see the inroads statewide and a statewide race for somebody like Monty Fritz, who doesn't have name recognition, to get that ROI as far as what he was able to do, that was pretty damn good. So it was a fun night had by all. Did you get a burger, Ken?
I got some of your burger, dude.
That
it was delicious.
So good. I don't know. I forgot the name. I should have probably figured that out. But
it was good.
So I got a burger last night, and the hot dog guy was great too. We got a hot dog and a burger. And then it was a good time had by all. Boys were there. Got to hang out with them for a little bit. I see Matt, but I see Chris, but I rarely see Dan. Dan said he was fine with hugs. But please don't kiss his head. That's where we're at. And you guys were right. Dan did get a hotel right there.
That's his MO, man. He's smart. He's smart enough to. Why would he want to drive all the way back home and then have to get up in a couple hours and then prep and then drive into work? Yeah, that would be silly.
So
yeah, Dan gets up at midnight.
Yeah,
which is nuts.
So I wonder what time he goes to bed. And so he comes. It's like 8:15. Dan goes and he gets a Coke. And he's like, "Well, we might be here a while." Like 8:20 goes. As soon as the race is called, though, I'm gonna bounce. So he starts drinking his Coke, and and Matt's all, "Dude, you're not gonna sleep." He's like, "No, I'll be fine. That we could be here for a little bit." The minute that we went to break, right across my screen pops up on my phone. Marsha Blackburn declared victor. And I said, Marsha won. And he's all, oh. So he had his drink. Nice. Solid. A lot of people did spend money. They do get a participation trophy. They got to say that they were in the race.
They were in the race, man.
Man, Ogles losing.
Ouch.
Yeah, some people calling that an upset.
You know what? Yeah, that's it. You know what the upset is? He should have been beaten by more.
Yeah.
He's an awful opponent. He should have lost by more. That's just it. The mistakes you made, kissing Trump's ass is not your job. Wow. Yeah, this way. Matt's all, did you call him a douche canoe? I'm like, I did. I did. You blamed one of your staffers for something you wrote about homosexuality. You did all kinds. Yeah. It was awful. You were awful. That's it. Period. I mean, just awful. And we'll see, how going forward that race looks, right? Because that could be something interesting. Was he take on Chaz Mulder?
No, Charlie Hatcher takes on, Chaz Mulder. That's right. Yeah.
And I was saying Chaz Mulder. I mean, all I can think of the minute I hear Mulder is like Scully.
That's the, the mayor of Columbia.
Yeah, it's the mayor of Columbia. And he's...
Fox's brother?
Yeah, it is Fox's brother. He's really good. He is really... He's going to be an opponent. I mean, that's going to be a tough, I think that's going to be interesting. But, I mean, everybody, did he deserve to, honestly, tell me what he's done. Name some. Outside of, anytime we talk about him, anytime anybody talks to him, it's just some sort of scandal or something he said or something he did or tweeted or how much I think Trump should run for eternal president.
The FBI has my phone or I would return your phone call.
Yes. So, oh, Lord. God, what a night. So that was a lot of fun last night.
Oh, what a night.
Late December back in 63. It was a weird, I love that. You said that was one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
And the drummer sang it, right? And Frankie would roll out. They still roll Frankie out now, which is not very good because it looks like a creepy puppet.
Goodness.
Have you seen it?
I have not.
He was starting to look that way when he was in The Sopranos.
He comes out and he's, honest to goodness, he could barely move. He's like, he makes Mitch, like Mitch makes him look like, like Mitch is getting ready to do some CrossFit. Oh, Chad. And then he comes out and he doesn't even sing anymore. He just kind of mouths the words and it's poor. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Goodness.
Yeah. So, but the drummer was married to his daughter. And oh, what a night. I met your daughter back in 63. We got a baby. Hey, daddy. Oh, Lord. That was a good night, though. A lot of fun. A lot of good food. A lot of good people. A lot of you guys came up and said hi to me. Absolutely fantastic night. 100% fantastic night. Good people. And they put out a tip jar for us. I had to stop people from putting money in the tip jar.
You're kidding.
No, honest to God. People were trying to put money in the chat. And I'm like, no. No. We're not giving that to Bell.
We are not giving that to Brother Bellel.
He didn't show up.
I don't need that. I make 7 figures.
You don't make 7 figurines.
That's true.
That's how they pay you. 7 figurines.
Well, I got news for you boys from last night. I'm getting ready to show it to you on Talk TV.
Uh-oh.
The search for our tuna boat is over.
I call BS.
Nice.
And I wish I could remember our listener's name who gave it to us, but he is an awesome dude, and so is his boy. They come to every event in Murfreesboro. Are you ready, boys?
Yeah. Oh. How many tunas do you think we could fit in there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Elantra can do that.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can carry it in the back seat. This will fit in the back seat of the Elantra, so there's no need to buy a hitch.
No.
For those of you who don't have Super Talk TV, Ken is holding up a model of a tuna boat.
And by the way, I just want to let you guys know this. It's a special magic tuna boat because when it hits the water, it expands to giant tuna boat size, and it comes with dock hands.
Well, and I think it's from Narnia, so then it's really magic.
Yeah, Narnia. It's going to have to be because you and I have no idea where the tuna are. We have no idea where it is. That's how good we are, though, to show the world.
And we're going to let Brother Bilal drive it.
That's right, because he doesn't want to do anything else. I can't believe he didn't show up last night, man. I was kind of bummed.
I was there.
No, you weren't.
I was hiding in the kitchen.
You weren't. You weren't.
There's no kitchen.
Hush.
There was, you weren't. There is no kitchen. Once again, you've lied over and over again. There was a green room, though, which was interesting. But you weren't there. It was packed out. I mean, that was just, Hop Springs was awesome, right? And I bummed, too, Bell, because I brought all my Frisbees because they have a huge Frisbee golf
Yeah,
area.
got a big old Frisbee golf course out there.
I was getting ready to play a little disc golf, but you weren't there.
And then
I'm
the
going to
rain
have
came.
to keep denying that.
You do look like you played for disc golf, though.
Do I?
A little bit. By the way, speaking of sports, Ken, what'd you think of my new obsession, Amish softball?
I'm watching that.
Yeah, a little Amish softball.
I didn't know they played softball.
I didn't know. Those girls can ball, too.
They absolutely can.
Yeah, a little Amish softball. And then I just sent you something from...
And they're sliding in their big, long skirts.
Yeah, they are. They are. Of course they are, man. They don't care, because after this, they got to go build a barn, churn some butter.
I saw a video of an Amish woman in the backyard of a house that has a pool, and she takes off her big long dress, and there's another dress underneath it, and she jumps into the pool.
It's a
That's
lot
a
of dress.
swimming dress.
It's her swimming dress. She's modest. Well, you know what? I heard that, just like Sharia law is taking over, I heard Amish law is getting ready to take over soon, too. Can't wait for that. Not Amish law. Yep. Everybody, we're getting a barn, and we're all churning butter.
And stew will be for supper every night.
That's all we get. And everybody's last name is Yoder. You just get to pick a first name. Ooh, what would be your first Amish name? Is Abraham, right?
I got to go with Ezekiel.
That's a good one, too.
Yeah, Ezekiel.
Abraham.
Jeremiah.
Oh,
Or no,
I like that one.
Jedediah.
Jedediah. That's a good one. That is a good one. Todd. Is that one?
Obladi.
Obladah. Ooh, Ezekiel's a good one. Which one scares people? Damien. But that's a different religion.
I was getting ready to say.
Yeah, that's a different one. So much stuff to get to today. We'll talk a little bit about. Thank God it's over. Johnny Garrett, how did he do? You ask?
He won.
Yeah, but how did he really do? He's going to make sure that not only China's not doing anything, nobody who thinks that they're going to get into your kid's locker room, your girl's locker, he's standing in front of the door.
I'm still going in if there's money in there.
If there's money in there. How dare you say that? Oh, my Lord. So much stuff to talk about, including the fact that AI is really getting close to killing us because they're creating diseases.
No doubt, man.
I saw that. I'm like, oh, good, a fungus. That's nice. It's a fungus that's never existed. And they're like, check this out. We made something that can destroy you people. Then you've got the flesh-eating bacteria.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Those people in Mississippi are hardy.
Dude, you got to go to the beach. If you're going to go to the Gulf, for a beach vacation, you got to do it in June.
Yeah.
Because in July, it starts heating up. And then by the time August rolls around, all that fun stuff is just mixing around in that water.
Yeah, you got to get there early and often. Early. So, and now it's traveling up the East Coast.
Yeah. They got a case in Connecticut.
You got sharks now? Now, by the way, not only do you have your great white sharks, the amount of them off Cape Cod is huge. Then they've found a whole bunch of tiger sharks roaming around up there. Now you got the flesh-eating disease. You got the rabbit disease.
Yeah, rabbit fever.
Have you seen that? Apparently, the animals become infected, so they tell you get away from them, and then the tick or a fly can bite you.
Yeah.
And you don't want that. And
No.
you got the cyclosporiasis. Then they're telling you don't eat jalapenos. Jalapenos may give you a little something.
Jalapenos.
And you get some of those and then the next thing you know, they're like, check it out, AI made a fungus that's going to do stuff, maybe, potentially. No.
It's the summer of diarrhea.
I don't know why we say potentially maybe, because we all know at some point somebody's going to use something they use for evil.
Yeah, it's probably going to happen. Get ready for it, kids. It's going to be exciting. That's for sure. Coming up, we got a little Finally Friday sounds. Also, the $20 burrito battle that is going on, which really isn't about $20 burrito. We'll talk about the job numbers or the lack of jobs. That was not expected. We'll talk a bit about that as well today. Bell doing sports. NFL kicked off last night. What? Football, baby.
Football.
I wanted to hear that. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7. Incogni, don't let your data get out there because people can do all kinds of things with it. You know those spam calls you get? You're like, where did that come from? You know that wacky like text message? You're like, why are we doing this? No matter how many times I try to get myself off, it doesn't matter. Those things are because data brokers out there have all your information and they sell it to anybody, including scammers and marketers and everybody. You want to control your data. Your medical data is out there. Everything. It's all up for grabs. Incogni comes in. They get you off all of those lists and protect your data, which is what you want. No more scammers, no more phishing emails, no more wacky text messages. You control your data. And the stuff that they're doing, it's not just even about the data, the regular. They're doing things like people search. They're able to go and even get your kids' phones, clone their voices, and use them to try to scam you. Don't let that happen to you. Join Incogni today, like I did. They've got me off hundreds and hundreds of sites. It's like a little $7 a month, and you're going to save yourself in the long run when it comes to your data and your peace of mind. And get that phone to say, shh, which is awesome. Go to incogni.com/Benson, incogni.com/Benson, incogni.com/Benson.
Big Tech takes a major hit as Tennessee presses its own case against Meta. And a surprising jobs report raises fresh questions about the economy. Health officials sounding the alarm at the beach. These stories and more at 12:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
By the way, Ken, Ron and Scrappy gave you that.
Yes, Ron and Scrappy. Thanks, boys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we had a long talk last night.
They're going to make us rich.
It is. It's about time. And don't worry, guys. We're gonna once we get everything set up and we have our giant yachts, we will take you on just a trip around the bay.
Look at that thing.
It is. Look at that. All right, I'm ready to go. We need to name it now.
I can see Belle in it right now driving it.
She's gonna sink it. We're not
I'll
gonna
be
get
the
out of
one
harbor.
fishing.
He's not even. Oh, now you're fishing. So like he went. You know what I don't hear him doing? Schwabbing the deck.
That's because you're a wise man. No dummies here.
I don't hear him schwabbing the deck at all. I'll tell you that right now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends of all ages, it is Friday. So you know what we do? We take a listen back to the chaos, the craziness, the lunacy that was. Thank God it's Friday.
Accountability is not vengeance. Accountability is what stands between the American people and a repeat of the mistakes consequences of the past. I urge my colleagues to protect this committee, protect the Senate's institutional powers, and oppose this resolution.
I could watch him all day. He's got one where he's on the beach and he's like 600 yards away and he's like, hello. By the way, we talked about the Amish. Maybe the best text we've gotten ever. Amish chicks are freaky.
That's not untrue.
It's not. Oh,
So they get the same respite where they go out for a year like the boys do,
yeah,
right?
spur plunking, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And usually they get nuts. So I don't know how many times I've seen those, like, you know, and whatever her name is, whatever, I don't even know what, you know, comes out, Mrs. Yoder, the young Yoder, she comes out and 3 weeks later, she's at a strip club.
You think they hang out on Lower Broad?
Dude, they go nuts. Because the whole thing is you decide you want to live in the world. None of them go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start an AI company. They come out, they're like, we should do meth.
Think they make right turns on red?
They do. Oh, hell yeah, they do. They California turns too. They don't even slow down. They just blow right through. Woo! By the way, speaking of that, the old roundabout today. Oh, there was scuttle going on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think somebody got Narcaned.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they Narcaned him. So you could tell there was there was a bunch of the fire department, bunch of cops, and he was on the bench and he was sitting up, but he looked, I'd seen him there a lot over the last year or two. He is, how should we say this? He is an urban camper.
So what did the traffic backup look like on that?
You know what? It was fine. Like everything, man. People are driving it in circles. They're trying to look at it. It was, and they park, you know, because they got to park everywhere.
Right.
So, you know, you got that one-way street coming up, and they're parked going the other direction. It's a mess.
It's a mess.
It's a mess. It's always a mess. Always. Rumspringa. That's what it's called. Rumspringa.
Don't they have a reality show about that?
Yeah. So they do. They do. They did a documentary. And in fact, the guys usually are so bad that in this documentary I watched, and this isn't one of those kind of like A&E cheesy, like, the mob, Amish mob.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. And half the time the judge is like, look, there's two things we can do here. We can send your ass to jail, or we're going to send you back to your family. Your choice is go back to to the farm, or you're going to have to do time. And a lot of times they go straight back. So they get out of control. I mean, it's crazy. And the girls, man, they pick them up, and the minute they're in a car, right, they're stripping off their clothes, they're putting on makeup, and it's, whoa.
Man.
Because this is it for them. They got a year to decide if they want to stay or go.
Well, I'm going to watch those girls play softball. I'm definitely doing that.
Yeah, they're having fun there. I'll tell you that right now. Speaking of having fun, coming up, $20 burrito. What is that about?
With lettuce?
Well, it has to be. That's $20 burrito with lettuce and a $5,000 hospital bill. So really, it's $5,020. So we'll talk about that among other things. Jeff Benz Show, Super Talk 99.7.
I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Drivers over on the East Bank, there's a crash. It's going westbound. It's off on the shoulder, but it's westbound at James Robinson Parkway. Then we got one at Harding Place and I-24. A New Mexico court ordering Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, to pay $560 million to address children's mental health. In a news conference today, New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres said the court order shows that big tech can be held accountable.
In view of the fact that they knew about these harms, that they were not forthcoming about the danger, they were not honest with parents and policymakers and families, not only in this state but around the world.
Right now in Tennessee, the state launched its lawsuit against Meta last month, alleging that Instagram was designed to be addictive for children and teenagers and that Meta misled consumers about the platform's safety. Meta denying those allegations. U.S. economy lost 23,000 jobs in July, according to the Labor Department. It's the opposite of what analysts expected. Speaking today to ABC News, KPMG chief economist and managing director Diane Swonk said it will be even more difficult for companies to hire if inflation continues to tick up.
In the service sector, there was some mixed messages about whether or not it was a little stagflationary, because both manufacturing and services showed a lot of inflation, even though hiring was not terrific in the service sectors.
She says the biggest risk of a recession is if we were to have a big pullback in the AI boom. And health officials are warning beachgoers about an increase in cases of a dangerous flesh-eating bacteria. ABC's Jim Ryan says the resulting infections have claimed nearly a dozen lives this year.
Vibrio vulnificus bacteria live in the warm waters primarily, but not exclusively, along the U.S. Gulf Coast. Florida has recorded 14 Vibrio vulnificus infections since the beginning of the year, including 2 deaths. 5 of Louisiana's 9 cases in 2026 have been fatal. Mississippi has seen 8 cases, but no deaths. The one outlier is a non-fatal Vibrio infection in Connecticut. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
That's the latest news. Weather is next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
I'll tell you guys what, with all that rain and stuff coming, are you sure your foundation's doing good? We're saturated, then it goes away, hardens. Next thing you know, the soil starts to turn. And that's when you need USS, United Structural Systems. Come on out, talk to you, give you an inspection, check around to make sure those cracks are just tiny cracks, not something big where stuff is leaked in. Next thing you know, you got standing water, you got places that are damp, there's wood, rot, mold. Those are things you don't want at all. Right. And USS is going to come out there and make sure that they can put your mind at ease. just in case something goes a little sideways. And they got great financing options right now. 10% discount when you pay in full. Fix it now, pay later. 18 months, no payment, no interest, or 36 months, no interest, low payment options for qualified homeowners. They're dedicated to helping their customers get the repairs they need now to protect their greatest investment for a lifetime, their home. Call USS today. Have them come out and give you a free inspection. 615-488-7855. 615-488-7855 or online at USSTN.com. Oh, baby, baby. A lot of you out there giving us some suggestions for the names. It's Rumspringer?
Rumspringer.
Yeah. So
Jerry Springer.
it becomes that. There's no doubt about that. I love some of the names that you guys are throwing out here for Jehoshaphat.
That's a good one.
Motor Yoder. That's the rock one. Motor Yoder. Elias, Malachi, Ishmael.
Malachi.
Wasn't he the one in the...
Yeah, he was in Children of the Corn.
Yeah, the corn. Children of the corn, baby. Children of the corn. One guy said he got into a fight when one of them was on Rumspringer or whatever it was, and he says, let's just say don't fight them because they got special needs strength. Farm strength, kids.
Yeah, they're strong dudes.
Yeah. Well, when you have to carry around, all day, all they do is work.
Well,
that's it. They don't do anything else.
The horses ride them.
Yeah. I will tell you, though, man. I was in Ohio, so a station flew me out. They wanted me to come do some stuff, and so they flew me out. And I said, I don't know what's around here, so I'd just like to get a look because it's like, the countryside's beautiful. So we're driving, and it's beautiful, right? It's like the rolling hills and stuff. It's really neat. And then all of a sudden I see a buggy, and I'm like, no way, because I hadn't seen a buggy before. Then there was another one. Then they go, oh yeah, we'll take you by there. And they've got like a buggy sales store, but they own this huge grocery store, massive. And people pull in, and half of them they're in their cars, and the other half is a full buggy area, like a parking lot.
Interesting.
And you go in, the store's gorgeous, and that was the best custard I'd ever had.
I bet.
It was amazing. It was probably super fresh. But the thing that I was sitting there looking at because the girls that are working at the custard thing, I was noticing they're all wearing like Nikes, like Air Jordans.
Interesting.
And I thought that's kind of weird. But yeah, the beard. See, this is the problem. Like Bell would struggle because he can't get one of those beards. You and I'd be fine, man.
Yeah, I'd be thrown out pretty quick.
So Yeah, you would be. So my last name is Yoder. What's up, Yotes? They call you the Yotes. What's up, Yotes?
I had a buddy in high school named Yoder.
Yoder. Well, he's probably Amish at some time or another.
He might have been at
family,
some time.
family at bed at some time. But I was surprised because when I was driving there, they were telling me, so we're going around. The guy's like, oh, yeah. He goes, I think it's Indiana. It's like Ohio and one other state. He goes, the people who own the most land, it's the Amish. They own all this land everywhere you see. It's like there's for miles. It's just this is all their land.
I thought that was China.
No, that's here.
Oh.
But not anymore because it's been stopped.
Well, it is now that Marcia won the primary.
Jeez.
It's going to be stopped right away.
Yeah, those buggies are crazy expensive. Somebody said, it was neat too driving there, and the doors, some of the doors were painted like red or something like that. Because I think does that mean you're a bachelor? Or you're saying, I don't know, it's something.
Don't they make those buggies themselves?
Yeah, they do.
Are they
expensive? And not to be confused with the Mennonites. Because when I was in Arizona where I live,
That's a deodorant, right?
No, that's by Mennonite. The
Brother Bilal.
we had several Mennonites that lived near us out in the Valley of the Dirt People, and they could drive and stuff. But they made the best fresh bread. You could buy every day in their house, and you could buy fresh bread from them, which was awesome. Ooh,
man! I bet
Was it just one type, or would they make like white
make
bread,
they
sourdough,
make all
and
kinds of stuff.
whole wheat? And that'd be pretty cool.
It was so good. Oh, that was the greatest. Some guy said, somebody just texted and said, "I drive a toy Yoder." You win. Fortune cookie, watch out! Red door means serial killer. Jason, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. So,
that means demon.
oh, is that
Like
what it means?
in Insidious.
Oh, the new movie's coming out, Insidious 6. This one looks amazing. They got away from the stuff that made the last 3 crappy. This one looks so good.
Does it have Elise in it?
It does.
Excellent.
It does.
Hey, is the Rolling Stones song about the Amish? I see a red door and I want to paint it black.
Now that's about Insidious.
Oh,
Yeah, that's about monsters, dude. Hello. Get with the program.
what program?
Our program, the
Oh.
great program of fun and frivolity. The jobs, guys. This was not a good jobs report.
Yeah, that's
Missed
kind
it.
of interesting.
Missed it by that much. And then they revised the other jobs as they do. When's the last time they revised up? So they thought they were going to have 88 or 83. They got 23. They lost 23, but they thought they were going to get 83. So that's a huge miss. And stagflation, people are worried about stagflation. That's something I worry about. Stagflation is so, if you don't know, Japan has been living in a world of stagflation for decades. To the point where their interest rates, are you ready for this? They went negative.
Wow.
They went negative. And what that means is, I follow this guy. He goes, when I lived in Japan, he goes, are you ready for this? He goes, you guys think you had low rates at one time? He goes, the money was so cheap. He goes, I bought a house. My interest rate was 0.9. It wasn't even 1%. That's how, he goes, when I borrowed the money. That's how cheap it was.
Man.
Yeah. But with that, what happens is prices really don't go up and wages don't go up and nothing really happens, especially growth. Because sometimes you need to pull back to grow. And let's be real. This right now, our economy, they can sit there and say, oh, our economy is built on AI at this moment in time. If AI was to take a tumble, we're in a lot of trouble.
That's what Diane Swonk said.
Yeah, I mean that's it. And they have the Magnificent Seven, what they call the 7 stocks. If it wasn't for them, this thing is a nightmare. And I don't even know how they're going to make any money at this point in time. Their build out, their hyperscale is so big. They don't even know how to price it out. The other day I'm reading this article about they have no idea how to price it out. And there's a book out, and I got to find out what the book's name is. I was reading some of it the other day online, and I downloaded it on my audiobook. I'll pull it up here in a second. It's about the market itself. The stock market, you make money on the what if. You don't make money on the actual sure thing. Does that make sense? Where to make money, to continue to borrow money, to continue to grow. It's the future. That's why why is Tesla worth more than like Ford and Toyota and stuff at some time when they don't even sell a tenth of the cars? How can that be? Because it's the future what if. AI is the future what if.
It's basically stock picking, right?
Yeah. So, it is it's crazy. But I'm sitting here going, we've got there's some serious questions here. And the $20 burrito question came out the other day where somebody from, I think it was on the Charlie Kirk show, the TPS USA said that, hey, one of the people brought up the fact that it was a college kid who said it cost $20 for a burrito. It's probably an amalgamation of the fact that it costs a lot of money for stuff now. And that's undeniable. And everybody's like, well, you shouldn't spend $20 on a burrito. No, you shouldn't spend $20 on a burrito unless you have, I don't know, $40. I don't know where you get a $20 burrito. But the point was, it's about everything. Everything's expensive. I go to the store, it's expensive. I eat out, unless I'm like last night I ate out because I didn't know how long we were going to be there, realistically. Thank God to Matt and Chris, they brought it home so Dan and I could get out of there. So Dan could go 4 blocks away and get in his hotel, and I had to drive all the way back on the 24, which is insane at night. Dude, somebody almost ran me off the road.
Yeah, I believe it.
Just drifting as just Oh,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, God. But I look at the 20. It's an amalgamation of the expensive stuff. Life is getting more expensive, and wages aren't keeping up. It's just that's it. And you had like the Ben Shapiro's come out and talk about how stupid these kids are, and you had several others come out and attack some of these people, Dan Crenshaw and all this kind of stuff. Shut up and I said, was it Ken Klippenstein, one of these conservative writers? He said something like that, about the kids, you guys are stupid. And J.D. Vance came out and he goes, I'm surprised you wrote something like that, considering you've never missed a meal. And everybody can see that, like kind of like a shot at him. People are frustrated. And to continue to push that off, don't do what Biden did. Don't ignore it.
Don't gaslight.
Don't gaslight. Don't tell somebody who's got, who's got to have 9 roommates and they got 2 jobs. Well, you should work a 3rd job. That's not a great advertising for how great the economy is if you have to tell people to go work 4 other jobs so you can pay your bills.
But it's transitory.
Yeah, that wasn't transitory. It wasn't. By then, they had lost the plot. And when you see how Trump won in 24, it was simple. 83% of people wanted him when it comes to the economy. Why is that? Because they gaslit the American people. That was the number one thing at independence. 83% said, I'll take Trump with the economy. So you can't tell people, deal with it, you're lucky, stop whining. That's not going to win you something. It's not. And the younger generation, they are not just a singular party voter. They will switch sides. They got no problems with that. Coming up, Bell and sports. Does he know anything about sports? No. That's why we have Bell do sports. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Bulwark Capital is awesome. It's amazing. I talk to them a lot. They handle my money. They handle my family's money. And the reason is because I trust Zach. I trust what they do. The fact that they go through everything and show you what they're about, risk management, lower risk, lower cost, lower volatility. But they also build a plan that's built for you and your investments and your retirement. And I love that. I absolutely love that. But the beauty of it is they're willing to give you a free second opinion. They'll go through the accounts. They'll talk to you about where you should be. They talk about, look, AI. They're at a position where like, hey, this stuff is overbought and it's ready to pop at any moment. You know what? Little risk management here. Don't buy the shiny things. They talk about geopolitical stuff and how that can have an effect. Why not see what they can do for you? Totally free. All you have to do is sign up for a Know Your Risk portfolio review today. Go to knowyourriskpodcast.com, knowyourriskpodcast.com for Bulwark Capital Management's Know Your Risk portfolio review. Beacon Capital Management. Let's talk to you. You know, one of the great things about Beacon is they can help you with everything. Taxes, Medicare, even healthcare, situations where you're worried about long-term care, which is really important because you don't want that eating away at your income, and income they can help you with as well. So what do we do? Call them today at Beacon. They're going to get you out a Money Enough for Life book. It's a free retirement ready toolkit, a retirement planning checklist, and a guide for maximizing your retirement income. And there's no cost, there's no obligation, and there's absolutely no pressure. And another thing they could do is taxes, because those are going to be important. Our debt is growing. At some point in time, we're going to have that. Well, that thing's going to come due. And you want to make sure you're prepared, and Beacon can help you do that. So call Beacon today. Simple and easy, absolutely free. Start a conversation. Find out how they can protect you, your income, and what's going forward with taxes. 615-488-9303, 615-488-9303, or askbeaconnow.com for Beacon Capital Management. This is a paid placement.
A judge orders Meta to pay more than $500 million over children's mental health concerns, and a surprise shock from the jobs report. All this and more coming up at 1 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Yeah, what you got for me, man?
So, two of the Iranian women's kickball team have been granted asylum and citizenship in Australia.
Yeah, I can see that.
So they are now officially citizens of Australia and don't have to go back.
Several of those women actually defected, and then they decided not to defect, but two of them did stay.
They undefected?
They undefected, yeah. So
what do you
worried.
think? Does Iran hire somebody to take them out?
Maybe.
No, not if they keep their mouth shut.
They're not probably not going to do that. But you know what? They probably don't have a lot of family over there, where some of these other girls probably had a lot of family, and they were worried. They were worried. So,
yeah, it could be a situation like with North Korea, where if you defect, they take it out on your family.
Even if you don't defect, they're probably going to take it out on your family, because that's North Korea.
Yeah.
Sad. By the way, NFL last night, football.
Football.
What's that?
That's football.
More kicky?
This is the bizarre game where we call it football, yet it's used with your hands 90% of the time. Kicky ball. That's not it. Yeah, I watched a little bit. I watched.
You're talking about oblong ball.
Oblong. Yeah, hand egg.
Hand egg.
It was good. It was a good hand egg game last night. I'm just pumped.
Who played?
It was Arizona Cardinals, and it was the fighting Carolina Panthers.
And who won?
Panthers won 33-30. But, you know,
that's a pretty close game.
These are the guys that are playing where you're on the bubble, maybe your first-round pick, and you're going to play 5 snaps, and then that's it, because they don't want you to get hurt. And, you've got some of your quarterbacks that are potentially going to be your starters, Carson Beck and a few of these
They just want to see how you're playing under the real pressure of a game.
Yeah, different feel for it. The whole thing is don't get hurt. That's the number one thing. Don't get hurt. Don't do it.
Don't tell me what to do.
I won't tell you what. No, are you kidding me? So, man, I watched some of the highlights. It actually was a decently played game. It was.
Was it in the Carolinas or in Arizona?
No, it was in Canton, because it's the Hall of Fame game. So this is the Hall of Fame game.
That's right. Okay.
That's how much Bell really. We talked about it yesterday. Bell has no idea.
Talked about what?
There you go. That's exactly it.
On the show?
Yeah. By the way, just to let you guys know, Spider-Man, I think, is going to win the weekend again.
Probably.
Yeah, it's already past
$1 billion
in games gross.
Yeah. It's insane, man. It is insane how big. I mean, I think Monday it did $55 million in America on a Monday.
It's kind of odd, though, because this is going to end up being Marvel's biggest movie, probably, and they have to split the money with Sony.
Well, that's fine. Both of them need something going on. Well, wait till Insidious, baby.
That's right.
That's right. That's right, baby. I'm pumped about that. Speaking of excited, fun, frivolity, hour number 2 of the program. We're going to get maybe some Swamp Ass report, make sure everything's okay. Some talk about the midterms. Iran, for those of you guys not keeping score, apparently that's still going on as well. So we'll talk about that. If you missed any of the show, Shaman, you grab the podcast. Hour number 3, straight ahead, Chad Benson Show. 2. It's hour 2.
1 o'clock on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. A New Mexico court ordering Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, to pay more than $500 million to address children's mental health. In a news conference today, New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres said the settlement lays out how the state can spend the money.
By far, the largest category will be $420 million for treatment. That's to treat the kids who have been impacted by addiction and exploitation in our state, but also requires screening and assessment, awareness prevention.
Now, here in Tennessee, we're about 2 weeks into a lawsuit where Tennessee alleges Instagram claims Instagram's design harms kids and ignored warnings about it. Meta denies the allegations. And the U.S. economy lost 23,000 jobs in July. That, according to the Labor Department numbers released today, is the opposite of what analysts expected. Speaking today to ABC News, KPMG chief economist and managing director Diane Swonk said the only industry fueling major economic growth for the U.S. is AI.
The biggest risk of a recession is if we were to have a big pullback in the AI boom. Not only would that hit wealth effects, but it would also hit the primary sector holding up growth in the U.S. economy. That's the risk when you have sort of one stool holding you up.
Yeah, so the Labor Department says 50,000 jobs were lost in education, 19,000 in retail. The healthcare industry continued to be a job generator in June, adding 22,000 positions. A growing list of restaurant chains pulling jalapenos linked to salmonella from their menus. Salad chain Sweet Green joining Chipotle and Qdoba, saying they proactively removed the tainted peppers. We get more from Lara Spencer.
FDA tracing the outbreak that has sickened 375 people across 27 states to jalapenos from Mexico, supplied by Coast Citrus Distributors, which sent the jalapenos to restaurants and food service companies nationwide, but not to grocery stores.
It's an annual health risk with a terrifying name. So far this year, 11 people have died from a flesh-eating bacteria. Health officials warning visitors, primarily to the Gulf Coast, not to go in the water if they have cuts or open wounds, places where Vibrio vulnificus enter the human body. Serious infections can also result from eating raw or undercooked shellfish from water where the bacteria are found. And there's hope for animal lovers whose allergies prevent them from keeping a dog or cat. ABC's Jim Ryan tells us about the brave new world of genetically engineered pets.
Like about 10% of the U.S. population.
I grew up with allergies to dogs. I could never have a dog growing up.
As an adult, Dr. Matt Walker is a researcher whose company has used gene splicing technology to remove the protein that causes allergies from a dog. The result? A beagle that doesn't make him sneeze.
I've lived with Bailey for over a year now and haven't had a single allergic reaction.
But questions remain about the long-term health effects on Bailey or her sister, Alfie. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Oh, baby, baby, little thunder, little thunderstruck, baby, for sure on this gorgeous Friday. Speaking of gorgeous, it is a little bit warm out there.
Oh, my goodness. We do have some swamp assness out there.
Oh,
Now, again, probably not, for people like us who, wear shorts and work indoors most of the day. The only time we risk swamp ass is going out to the car, getting out of the car and then going inside.
yeah.
But yeah, our HVAC folks out there, our construction workers, our first responders, concrete layers, bricklayers, all those folks, tree trimmers, tree cutters,
Roofers.
Oh my God, that just triggered me.
Lawn
It feels so bad
dudes.
for those guys.
They got swamp ass today.
Yes.
It's 91 degrees, and the heat index is 96. Humidity is just at 50%.
That is, it's hot.
So, yeah,
It's going to be hot.
it's going to be a long day for those folks who work outside.
I think the hot and sticky portion of the day has arrived.
And,
Sticky, with a little stinky.
Folks with older model Hyundais who don't have air conditioning, they're risking swamp ass too.
All these people's bosses need to be taking them out air conditioning units outside for them.
Yeah, it's for those people out there who may have a 2013 Hyundai Elantra with 700,000 miles on it.
Yeah, but it can haul a tuna boat.
It can.
Yet it
Now,
hasn't.
anyway.
Doesn't have to yet. How many miles you got on that bad dog?
217,000.
Oh, that is so awesome. You want to know how long it's been since I drove as far as I did last night to Hop Springs? I got out. I was like, I'm sore.
You never drive anywhere.
I don't drive any. I drive to pickleball or maybe do golf. McCabe's not that far away, so I don't. I'll go to Costco or something. But it's all within a relative area because
And if you ever drive to work, you're here in 6 minutes if the traffic is bad.
if the traffic is like today, it was because there was stuff going down at the park. Usually, there's stuff going down at the park this time of year, right? Because you walk by and there's a lot of people out there at the park doing stuff, and you're like, oh. And sometimes it's those people who are wearing helmets and who are going around and they're like, this is a piano that was, because they got the tour. This is how awesome and weird it is. I'll be sitting there at the thing and I'll look over and there'll be people with their helmets on and they got the little segways and they're on the tour of music or whatever. Then you got the pedal taver rolling by, followed by the drag bus.
Yeah.
I'm like, there you go.
And they're telling people this is where George Jones arm wrestled Razzie Bailey.
That's right.
And won.
Yeah. So, it's crazy. It is so. This is where Johnny Cash fired a gun in the air and then he went over. He kicked Lee Greenwood in the groin. But he was young at the time. Oh. Yeah. So, but it's so weird to watch the people on the little segways, and they all have their helmets on.
Yeah.
And then you see these drunk people coming by who haven't been on a scooter or anything moving like that, a bike in like 20 years.
Right.
Woo!
We're drunk and we can do it because you never forget.
I'm on a lime. Sure you are. For now. Man, those things, I tell you what, you want to talk about incidents with potholes. Think about those lime scooters.
You know what? I got a question about these scooters.
Yeah.
Tell me if you boys have run into this. You're sitting at a light and you're waiting to turn right. Or it's green and you're going to turn right. Now, obviously, you got to wait for the scooters to go by. But if it's red, the scooters have to stop on red too,
Yeah,
don't they?
well, just like a bike, they're part of the motorway. You have to, the highway, the
That's
roadway.
what I thought.
You have to follow the same laws. Just because you're drunk from Wisconsin here celebrating your big girlfriend's, bachelorette party.
Your big girlfriend.
She's cuddly in the winter.
She's big bone.
See all those big bones everywhere. Just because you're out here doing that doesn't mean you're like, you know what? I don't have to follow any of the rules. It's like, do you remember when they first started putting the HOV lanes?
HOV lanes?
Yeah. Everybody would get in there and they would drive as fast as they want. Like, oh, I've got 2 people in the car, so I can go 140. Each
but
one of us.
They don't live here, so they can break the rules and just go home.
Yeah, but that is until they get hit. Mm-hmm. You know what we should do? We should probably convene a meeting with the
Metro Council.
Metro Council.
No more right turn on red.
Yeah, and get the General Assembly involved, and we'll find out with the new governor. And we're going to have a female governor, by the way.
That looks like it.
That'll be Tennessee's first.
That'll be Tennessee's first.
Unless that independent fella wins.
We got to get him on, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to figure, where's he from?
I don't know. Some of you have sent stuff before, but, Ditch didn't get his. He got some votes last night. Let's
Yeah,
give it up for
he
Ditch.
Is he all right? Way to go, Brother Ditch.
I think he was at like 7%.
Is that how high he got?
I think, yeah.
I like. Yeah, good for Ditch. You know.
And you know what? When it comes to the governor's race, no matter who wins, we have a female governor.
Yeah. Unless the independent guy.
Yeah, unless Hatley wins.
Yeah,
He
Hatley,
ain't
that's
gonna
his
win.
name.
It's either going to be it's going to be Marcia, but Jerry.
You don't know it's going to be Marcia.
I don't want it to be Marcia.
It could be Jackson. Last night,
I'd vote for Jackson.
we're out at Hop Springs last night, and our good buddy over here, that the coffee guy.
Oh, yeah, Brother Walter.
Yeah, Brother Walter, right? The Bean Machine. He has that little car. Were you there, Ken, when they brought out the sign?
No, I missed that.
Did you see the sign?
I did. I was there.
Bell was not there. Bell was in his house next to his cats, wondering why he's so sad.
So Wally's Bean Machine had a sign.
There was a big sign for Jackson, for him, for his run for governor.
Oh, that's right. Walter told me he was going to do that. Yes.
Okay,
rats.
so they bring it out. It's orange and white. It's a big sign, too. It's big. And he's got a remote control like truck that drives it out. Governor had no V in it. It said Gunner.
Gunner. That's how it's said in Tennessee. It's Gunner.
Gunner. And then it was crossed out with a V above it. And I thought, you know what? We're good. This is good. This is how we do things here. So he is running for Gunner. So, and I bet you some of us got a write-in yesterday.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
But then we found out, Matt's telling us, so if you're going to do a write-in campaign, you have to actually go and register that there's going to be a write-in campaign. It can't just be people write your name in and you win. So even if somebody wrote all of us in and we won, like so Ken wins, but Ken doesn't fill out the paperwork, I guess second place. It's like that thing with the North Carolina beauty queen where they took away her title.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, what'd she do?
So apparently between like 2017 and 2019, she had burner accounts where she said some stuff that was racist, homophobic, LGBT unfriendly. I'm not quite sure because nobody said anything.
For that, boy.
Yeah, you got canceled big time. Well, in that world, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. In politics, they'll just give you a raise. So but it's, I'm like, so you can't even just do a grassroots write-in. You have to go register. So if, the whole point of a write is, and people are frustrated and they're writing somebody in and who knows, maybe they're surprised. No, it can't be a surprise. It's got to be a surprise, but we have to plan the surprise. That's just awful. Awful, I say. Awful. But thanks for everybody coming out last night. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was great. Dude, we could have filled Nissan Stadium.
Yeah, it was packed out. It was
awesome meeting everybody.
Let's go over this again. Bell did not come out.
Why do you stop slandering me?
Because Bell decided he doesn't want to hang out with us. And he didn't come out.
I was there, had a nice hamburger.
You did not. That hamburger was so good. The hot dog was amazing. We were going to go.
You had one of each?
I had a hamburger, yeah, and then I had a hot dog. So
I had a bite of that hamburger. That hamburger was legit.
yeah, the fries were good.
Oh, yeah.
Mayo on it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No lettuce. I told him, look, under the circumstances, as I always like to say, out of an abundance of caution,
Yes, sir.
that's a no. And they said, totally understandable. But I will have a milkshake because they had a milkshake in their milkshake machine.
Awesome.
And it was basically ice cream.
I didn't see that. I would have gotten one.
Bell, shut your pie hole because you weren't out there. Although you could have come out.
Why don't you just open up your face and put some pie in it?
I freaking love that.
Settle down, Doc. So, two people-y. That was right. It was two people-y. So, oh, man, correct. You have to register to be a write-in. Also, the Fritz Freaks cannot write him in because Tennessee has a sore loser law. So, you know what's funny about, the sore loser law is interesting. But we were talking last night about there was an echo chamber for Monty in an area. Like last night. By the way, we asked people, Matt asked everybody, raise your hand if you voted for Marcia. There was 500 plus people there. 3 or 4 people raised their hands.
Really?
Yeah. And for Rose, probably 15, if that. For Marcia, nary a one.
Interesting.
Yeah. Monty, though, got a lot of cheers and a lot of hand raising. And, so I still have yet to. And I've talked about it. And the guys talked about it as well on their shows. We were up there last night. Nobody is texting in. Nobody is saying, I'm voting for her for this. And the only reason people are voting for her now is because you're just like, well, it's a Republican, so always vote Republican.
It was a completely, and even on her part, it was a completely passionless campaign.
Yes. Yes.
And
yes.
It just feels weird that she's the winner by the percentage that she did win by. And it just feels funky. It feels like something's off.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I don't have any evidence, but it just feels that way.
You know what? It is a...
it's rigged.
So that was the other thing. We had a couple of people come up to us last night, and they're like, well, you know this, Bill, because you were standing next to me.
Yeah, you were there, Bill.
They come up and they go, just like California, this feels fishy. And I'm like, and I turn to Matt and I go, so even when Republicans win, it's still cheating? I'm like, if you feel even when your side wins, it's still cheating, there is no hope for the future. So I'm like,
well, I'm not saying that there was. I'm just saying it feels odd that you can look at those numbers that she won by and what the other candidates received, and it just seems to be off. I'm not saying she didn't win, but by that much?
No, I think that's about right, because you got to think about, we deal in a world of, well, we don't, like a lot of other people do. We mostly deal in silliness, Amish, a lot of Amish talk on the show today. And there will be more later. But when you deal in a world where you're in politics, you think that, okay, I'm getting a good feel. The average person just goes, oh, it's Marcia. I don't really know the other two. Maybe you've heard of John Rose and maybe Monty, but probably not. But you don't. So the independents, the people who are a 5% of paying attention to certain things, they just kind of vote, who's the most famous of the group? It's them.
Monty's campaign really, to me, felt like a preparatory run. Like he knows he has to get his name recognition up.
Yeah.
And the best way to do that is actually run.
Yep. So
I'm going to be shocked if we don't see Monty come back in some form or fashion.
You know what? We were talking about that last night, and I'm like, I don't think he said this was it. And he said that, he's his family, he's missing his family. He sacrificed a lot for this, especially not seeing, the new grandkid and stuff. And he wants to be, I think he it was a good run, but I don't think he's going to come back like that. Doesn't mean he might not run for something else, but as far as running for governor.
Yeah, that's what I mean, is I think he'll come back and find something else he's interested in and play off the name recognition he gained from the governor's race.
Yeah, yeah.
And John Rose could do that too, because I think his profile has definitely been increased much more than it was before the race.
Well, and a lot of you are already chiming in about, her, how much you guys don't like her. Again, it goes back to, tell me what she has done that is amazing. And yeah, okay, we could talk about the income tax. Okay, but that's what have you done for me lately? Since you've gone to D.C., you've presided along with other Republicans and Democrats over the massive amount of debt that we have that is going to be a serious issue for us moving forward in this nation. What have you done that says, and you felt like, and it's true, it's very much to me, it was a Hillary Clinton kind of thing where she feels out of touch. Like this is a coronation of her more than it was a race. This is just the thing we have to do before we eventually hand you the crown. That's what it kind of felt like. Coming up, a lot of stuff we still have to get to on this most festive days here. We got, want to talk about who else was a big winner last night coming up and who was a big loser. Hi, Andy. Chad.
What channel is that TV show on? The Biggest Loser?
It was on NBC, right?
Is it? Okay.
It was on NBC.
Just want to see where I can see the recap.
Yeah, so he had a little tear in his eye. People were sad. People were sad. See us sad. Oh, my God. The great douche canoe didn't win.
He can go run for governor of Maury County. I mean, mayor of Maury County.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what he was before he took the congressional seat?
Yeah, I believe he was a Murray County mayor.
Yeah, and you know what? You know what he didn't win yesterday?
Anything?
His county. He didn't.
Really?
Yeah, it's like one of those things like, oh, no, we know this guy.
That's when you get spanked.
And quality of candidate matters. How many times do we have to tell you this?
I haven't seen a politician get spanked that hard since Al Gore lost Tennessee.
Oh,
that's right. Al Gore did lose Tennessee.
I'll tell you what, though, man, bear pig, and here comes the climate change.
I knew I shouldn't have invented the internet.
He's the best. He's the best. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Relief Factor works from the inside out. Sounds weird, right? So it's naturally formulated, omega-3 fatty acids, icarin, curcumin, all this incredible stuff. And when you go and you're sore, your aches and pains in your joints, you've got issues. Like, my back hurts, this, that, and the other. You know, it's the muscles are inflamed. And you know what happens? You need somebody to help you here. And that's where Relief Factor comes in. Works from the inside out. Actually treats the root cause of this by helping bring down that inflammation so you feel better. Not just masking it for a little while, but actually feel better, more freer, moving around. That's what you want. I want you to try Relief Factor. I take it every single day. It is awesome, and it works. It's a 3-week quick start, just $17.76. Go to ReliefFactor.com, ReliefFactor.com. Try yours today. You're going to feel a difference. $17.76 for a 3-week quick start. Call 800-4-RELIEF, 800-4-RELIEF for Relief Factor.
A blockbuster judgment against Meta, plus a surprise warning sign for the economy, and the salmonella outbreak tied to jalapeno peppers keeps growing. These stories and more at 1:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Don't eat those jalapenos. What disease do you get when you eat jalapenos?
Salmonella.
Oh.
I think it comes with explosive diarrhea. EBM.
That's just so. Oh my Lord! It has been a crappy summer for sure.
I mean, that's how it is. It's been the summer of diarrhea.
And if you're in the water, there's a good chance you're going to get a flesh-eating disease.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're at the hospital and your flesh is being eaten away, and that stuff is so bad.
Right.
And you have a brain-eating amoeba.
Oh yeah, you don't want that. And then some of those people swim in certain lakes, they swim right up your, and next thing you know, you're like, oh God, you don't want that.
Yeah, that's in fresh water.
Yeah, that's so. What we're telling you is nature has decided it hates us. And if you're thinking, well, I'll stay away from nature, you can't.
There's just anything out
If
there.
you step outside
Because AI's decided, hey, I'm going to grow a fungus. And let's see if this thing could kill everybody. I'm spitballing here.
We're not really going to do it, probably.
Yeah, man, that story is that's
scary.
something.
Scary, scary, scary. Because we're not even at the point where, they don't want to tell you. We're kind of at the point where singularity is there, but it's, they're still taking the orders. But the fact that they decided to do this, and look, the benefits, and we've talked about this, the benefits, there's going to be several cancers that are going to be cured, and or the way that they'll detect it will come so fast, and it's going to be more of a shot, and then you move on. At the same time, there is a very good chance that they may kill us. Got to weigh the good and the bad. What are we going to do with
It's
that?
just like when you're picking out your meals. You got to think about, is this fried? Am I going to get fat? The benefit of enjoying it could be negated by the downspout of having to balloon up.
Yeah, but the balloon up takes time, and you're enjoying yourself.
Well, that's true, but you're still paying a consequence.
Oh, the Lone Star tick. I forgot about that. Oh, and let's not forget the screw worm. Good God, it's all happening.
Yeah, I got to check into the screw worm and see what the latest is on that.
Next thing that's going to come along is giant praying mantises that eat our heads.
Well, there was locusts the other day in some country. I forgot what that is. Massive amounts of locusts. This is...
Praying mantises the size of kangaroos.
There you go.
Oh, that'd be fun.
A little munching on the old brain box there.
Dragonflies decide they're going to eat people. By the way, you guys do know that the number one hunter in all of nature is a dragonfly.
Yes.
Yeah, it will mess you up.
97% of the things they hunt, they catch. And the reason is it only takes them 3 seconds, I think, to memorize any pattern that it may have. And then it can essentially see the future and know exactly what you're going to do. And then it eats you. And you don't want that.
Yeah, it sticks its big tooth into your brain and sucks it right out.
Yeah. So let's not.
God, I had a girlfriend that did that once.
That happens sometimes, man. That happens.
She had a big tooth.
Big, giant, huge. But yeah, well, and then she got sued, though, because Buc-ee's didn't like the fact that she had big teeth. So they had to saw those off.
I lost half my brain to her.
And the other half? Never had that. Never had any of that. Some of you guys chiming in. Did any of you vote for Andy Ogles last night? Anybody? We can see if we get that. If I said something that offended him, I don't care. I'm sorry. I just think that guy. There was several people that I expect. We have given politicians a huge leeway in being able to do and say certain things, and they live in a world of performativeness, and they'll say things that are just absolutely asinine to get a reaction out of somebody. And then when it doesn't go the way they think, they're like, somebody else had my Twitter account. Well, if people, is it true? Is it not true? Do you really feel that way about the gays? Watch out for the gays.
Sometimes people could do themselves the greatest benefit if they would just shut up. Yes. Even if he or somebody in his campaign actually believes that, you don't need to say it.
Yeah.
Because it's 2026. Most people don't agree with you anymore.
Most people don't. And I think that's the thing that especially a lot of uber conservatives who are on a path of they want everybody to live their lifestyle, right? This uber conservative to the point where we're going to make it illegal. We're going to make it this. No. And most people don't believe that way. And if you put it to a vote, I think you'd be surprised. But they won't. So, and they live in an echo chamber too. And you know what? When we come back, several women came up to me last night. We'll have a discussion about what they said. Plus, again, we're looking out to make sure that people aren't getting eaten by anything out there. Wait until the sharks start to walk on land.
4167. Douche canoe is the greatest descriptor for Andy Ogles. Well said, Chad.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. He's going to put that on his next thing. Vote for me. I'm a douche canoe.
By the way, I've got an update on the screw worm. Brother Scott Sapicki sent it to me.
What'd he say?
The USDA has announced a phased reopening of livestock imports from Mexico, beginning with the Douglas, Arizona port August 23rd.
There we go. It's getting closer, guys. Beef may be going down.
Good grief.
God, that's a long time. I didn't realize it was that close, still that long. I thought it was just partially, and I didn't realize. Oh, jeez. Whew, the screw worm, it's happening. Ticks, right?
I don't think cattle farmers are happy about it.
No, and let's not forget the fact that we got the damn rabbit flu or whatever.
Oh, yeah, the rabbit
is.
fever.
Fleas are going to come after us at some point.
Well, they got the plague.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so you don't want the bubonic plague. That's what I heard. I heard it did not do well in the Middle Ages. Well, it did well, but that wasn't good for the people. And speaking of explosive diarrhea, London must have been a putrid, if you will. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7.
I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. A New Mexico judge says Meta, owner of Instagram and Facebook, helped fuel the state's child mental health crisis, and that Meta needs to pay up to fund mental health programs. The court ruling says Meta must pay $567 million on top of a previous multi-million-dollar verdict from a jury. ABC's Alex Stone says reaction is coming in from New Mexico's top law enforcement officer.
New Mexico's Attorney General is calling the court ruling against Meta historic, saying it changes a narrative around the world about the dangers that he says social media poses to children. He says they expect an appeal from Meta.
They have not shown any willingness to either accept responsibility for their conduct or concede that they have a role to play in fixing and addressing the harms that they created.
New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres is calling on all states to update outdated laws to rein in social media use by children. Alex Stone, ABC News.
Meanwhile, Tennessee is about 2 weeks into its lawsuit against Meta, claiming that Instagram's design is flawed to the point that it hurts children. Meta denies that. The U.S. economy lost 23,000 jobs in July. According to the Labor Department numbers revealed today, it's the opposite of what analysts expected. Speaking today to ABC News, KPMG Chief Economist and Managing Director Diane Swank.
This doesn't take a rate hike off the table in the month of September, but it makes it much more fraught with risks now to the labor market if inflation remains persistent.
Now, she says the biggest risk of a recession right now is if we were to have a big pullback in the AI boom. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Kids are heading back. School's time. Make sure your home is ready, too. And right now, Busy Bee's got tons of great opportunities to help you get everything cool. The back-to-school offers for the season. Schedule HVAC, maintenance, or complete any HVAC repair, and you'll get a free dryer vent cleaning, minimum $500 HVAC repairs to qualify. And they got great deals when it comes to plumbing. On top of that, if you go and you re-up your Beehive membership, or maybe you buy a new one, you're going to be able to gift one to a teacher, faculty member, or staff member at a school. That's awesome. And right now, Wilson County State Fair, August 13th and 22nd. They want you guys to know this. Busy Bee's out there doing a lot of stuff, but they're proud member of the Lebanon Rotary Club, the Noon chapter. Big part of their fundraising effort is going on, and they have the concession stand out there. Amazing hamburgers, right? It's at the Tennessee State Fair. So if you have a chance, get out there because it helps. It's a great place to eat. It's a lot of fun, as we know. So if you have a chance, get on out there and help out that way because that's what Busy Bee loves to do. So check out what they can do for you. Call Busy Bee today, 615-775-7833, 615-775-7833. Check them out online at busybeehvac.com. You know, as we talk about going outdoors, this is a comic I follow from Australia. He just wants to remind everybody how fun camping is. Oh, that is so true right there.
My wife and I, when we moved to New Mexico, that first year there, dude, we went camping every weekend. I mean, we just woke up, pointed to it. I said, point to a mountain and let's go. Because New Mexico is like, most of it is federal parkland.
Yeah, it is.
And you can just camp anywhere.
New Mexico's weird. It's like, here's Albuquerque. And it's got like three little places, and these are the places.
Yeah.
And everything else, which is 99% of the state, is open land.
Yes, sir.
And gorgeous.
Yeah, you got Santa Fe, Albuquerque, and Los Alamos.
Yes. Just gorgeous. I mean,
it is, man. It's beautiful.
When, you talk about the deserts, like even because, we still have a house in the desert. I tell people, it's the desert. We call it the Valley of the Dirt People for a reason. I mean, I am right there. In the desert. You look outside our back, it is mountains that are deserty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. And one of the mountains right near us is the only place west of the Mississippi where the Civil War was fought.
Right.
There's like 8 people on this mountain. You're like, do you guys even know what's going on? It could have been canceled years ago. You don't know because mail doesn't move that quick. But at night, though, you know this, man. It's gorgeous out there.
Oh, it is, man.
But there's a lot of critters.
Whole bunch. A lot of black bears and mountain lions.
Did you run into a lot of critters?
No, never did, man. That's the one thing I was very fortunate about and very happy, too, because I mean, at the time, I didn't own any guns. I didn't even take bear spray. We just went. Had a little wiener dogs, Bentley and Chloe. And, man, I mean, we just drove to a mountain, and we would drive up a dirt road until you couldn't go anymore, and then just hop off out into the forest and find a good place a flat place to put a tent and camp away.
Yeah.
Do you have bison spray with you?
No, didn't have. No, we pet them.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
of
ones in
course.
New Mexico will let you pet
Yeah,
them.
they love pictures. They like when you put your arm around them, too. They're like, you know what? Just like Dan, please put your arm around me. By the way, Weaver did not go to Epstein's farm.
No, I did not.
And yes, TB, we know you can cook a lot of meth in your RV out there.
One thing that was interesting in New Mexico is white sands.
Yes.
Dude, we almost got lost.
It is trippy,
Are you talking about the place where they test?
Yeah.
Yeah.
White Sands,
Military-
New Mexico, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
where
it.
they have signs on the perimeter that says you could be shot.
It's basically just a giant salt flat, right?
It's sand.
Yeah, sand.
It's actual white sand.
Okay.
And the weird thing about it is it's all dunes, and people actually get lost.
Yeah.
They can't find their way back to the
Because there's
parking
no,
lot.
it's a weird, like, it's like when people go snowblind almost.
Exactly.
You know, it's the same thing at you've been to Bonneville Flats?
Never been there.
Oh, that's so cool. That's where they do all that's where they take those cars out there and race them at, like, the motorcycle, they go 300 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it's, the White Sands is one of the coolest yet eerie places.
It is, man.
It is eerie. And it's, man, New Mexico, it's incredible. It's beautiful, but it's a weird place.
It's got a lot of national laboratories.
It does. Well, yes, it does.
They're making things out there.
Yeah, they are.
They like putting jet engines on cars and racing.
We got there's a lot of stuff that goes on out there. A lot of weird stuff.
Especially in the sky.
Especially in the sky. You got you go from the Area 51 over through New Mexico and stuff. You don't realize that there's a lot of other weird stuff in New Mexico that they test things that you don't know about.
Right.
Right? Like, it's and by the way, when you go there too, because the aliens, there's always a place. Look at the aliens. So did you see the other day? They think that that little plane that crashed out there in Vegas or whatever was brought down by a laser beam over
Really?
Area 51.
Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of weird stuff going on, people. I'm telling you guys right now. Just telling you guys right now. How much money? So how much money? First of all, what are they doing with the money that Meta is? The 580, because it just goes to show you how much money they have. They go, okay, we'll write a check for that.
Yeah, Torres, the Attorney General in New Mexico, says $420 million of that $567 million settlement is going to go toward the mental health care of children that he says were addicted by Meta.
How do I get a piece of that action?
Well, we already hear in the law. You hear the commercials. Or you or somebody been hurt by big
No,
Meta.
I just want them to like pay my therapist directly.
Give you a little swipe card.
Yeah.
Little punch card. And there's a lot of, but what are you going to do? First of all, the parents need to there's some responsibility there.
Right.
Right. Like, that's, and yes, did they design this thing to be somewhat addictive? Of course they did. They looked at all the ways that they could get you to addicted. And it was the algorithms that came along that made it crazy. But that being said, I mean, I feel like, because what are we asking? How much are we asking? 50 billion?
I don't know what we're asking.
$18 trillion?
Yeah, we are claiming that Instagram's design, basically it was designed to harm kids, and Meta ignored warnings about it. That's what Tennessee is claiming.
Yeah, but okay, maybe some of that might be true, but we've been talking about the damage that is going on in the world of social media for a decade now. This is nothing new.
Isn't the punitive number that they're throwing out there more than Meta's worth?
No, Meta's worth
they're worth hundreds of billions.
Yeah, they're worth. I think they're close to.
I think they're
over
a trillion.
Yeah, they're right to be right around a trillion. But still, you're paying $500 million, and that's one state.
That's not chump change.
No, it's not. You can't afford to, at some point in time, you're going to put them, you could force them out of business. And remember, we're talking about usually now, because it's kids, we're talking about Instagram, because kids don't go on Facebook. MySpaces might be coming back.
Yeah.
And so did you see listen.
They got to rebrand it.
First of all, you don't have 8 friends, so we know that.
Ugh.
You're
my friend.
I know. Not anymore.
I'm Brother Bilal's friend.
Yeah.
So there's 2.
There's 2 right there. So both y'all shut up.
And then that gal that gives you the free donuts.
Yeah.
Or the free
She's
pastries.
3.
She's better looking than you 2 put together.
So I would hope so.
Yes.
I would hope so. See, the thing about the MySpace, what they're doing, they're pitching no algorithms. So there's not going to be algorithms to drive certain things. If you want to explore, you can explore, but it's not going to be based on the anger filter.
So if it sees you looking at the cars or Sticks or Twisted Sister, it's not going to kick the algorithm in gear to go get more of that same kind of thing.
Yeah, no, it's not going to do that. That's the whole point of it. And so they've gone from a couple of years ago, 200,000 users a day to 6 million users. And I was like Adele said that maybe the biggest reason she is who she is as far as size is because it was for MySpace, because she was able to break her music and do stuff there. I don't know. We'll see if it comes back. But nobody's suing MySpace. You guys notice that?
MySpace is okay.
They're okay. But it's the algorithms.
MySpace is how Ghost broke through too.
Yeah.
And it's been a little while. I don't know if the same issues were happening, but he posted like his 3 songs in the afternoon, and by that evening he had 100,000 listens.
That's crazy. I mean, that's all it takes. That's how quickly it can come, like that. And it wasn't just, there was several other artists that say, look, MySpace gave us the big break. So, and now that's all that matters is being on.
And a lot of that had happened after they shifted MySpace to be a music-based entity, whereas before it was more of a competitor of Facebook.
Yeah. And it got crushed. I mean, luckily we have Friendster still, right? We have that.
Yeah,
what was the thing we always joke about, Ken? What's that one called? Kickity kick?
Kicky ball.
Yeah, so I just don't know. I like, even when they're going to
Jump start.
Joe, that's right. That's a good one.
He's still sold MySpace for $500 million.
That's good money if you can get it.
Well, and he still made $500 million. It was going right in the toilet, and somebody was willing to throw him $500 million.
Yeah, because they thought they could save it. And it's now changed hands.
It kind of did. It's just not really popping yet.
Yeah, it's not pop. And they hope to get it popping again and turn it into it. The interesting thing about the no algorithms, that'll be, because now it's like, it's like you go on mine. So far today, I sent Ken the Amish softball.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is awesome. And I just sent him one. This was from the other night with the T-Rex. So they did 4 nights on the Ocho, the joke. The ESPN sets up a channel called the Ocho where they just do wacky things. One of them are, how the BMX bike guys ride around? They have fake handlebars. They're on their feet and they're wearing goggles and they're running around a track. It is spectacular. It is so, and I'm like, and I sent that to him. I'm like, there's my other obsession. That along with hobby horsing. Those people that run around with the head on the end of the stick and jump over stuff.
And breeding capybaras.
They slap themselves on the butt and say, "Giddy up, old paint."
Old paint.
Where does old paint come from?
I don't know. Actually, that's what Otis named the cow he was riding when he was drunk.
Well, they used it on MASH this morning when I was watching the reruns, and I didn't understand the use
Seems
there
like
either.
it was like a term for like multicolored horses.
Old paint.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, sometimes it's old dog food, too. You just never know. Coming up, we got some words of wisdom from our good friend. As you guys know, it's always good to have words of wisdom. Plus, a hilarious thing about it's that time of the year when kids' sports, and I think, Chris, when we talk about this, the travel of never being home because your kid's playing in a sport somewhere throughout the country and maybe the world. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Oh, Kids Board Capital would love to talk to you. My buddy over there, Zach Abraham, Chief Investment Officer. You can talk with him or several of the other people that are amazing about investments, retirement. How are you feeling? Do you feel like you're going to get enough? You're going to outlive it? Well, talk to my friends over there. One of the big things they focus on is, first of all, not the shiny stuff. They don't go out and buy the new shiny stuff, this, that, and the other. And the reason is simple, because so much is built on a deck of cards. You know, I mean, stuff trading at 100 times earnings. You're like, what is this all about? They focus on the things that you don't see, risk management being the number one strategy. And from there, being able to build something that is specifically based for you, not just throwing you into some ETFs and say, we'll see what's happening in the future. Get a free, personalized financial consultation. So you go and you sign up at knowyourriskpodcast.com. They're going to go through your accounts, give you a second set of eyes, and then show you what they're about. Risk management, number one strategy. It's absolutely free to use. It's not going to cost you anything but a little bit of time, and it doesn't hurt to have a second set of eyes. Go to knowyourriskpodcast.com, KNOW, yourriskpodcast.com for Bulwark Capital Management.
Coming up, a massive court ruling against Meta, a surprise warning sign for the economy as the U.S. loses jobs instead of gains them. Is the AI boom the only thing keeping growth alive? And health officials sound the alarm over a deadly flesh-eating bacteria. These stories and more at 2 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
It's been one of those weeks, as it always is. Every once in a while, when you take a deep breath and get some motivation, our buddy gives it to us each and every day. Do it, Ronald.
Y'all better pay attention to him. Not me. I'm uploading my brain into a computer.
You can do that. What was that movie with Johnny Depp where he did that?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. You could just end it any time. Giant meteor. Aliens invading us. So just enjoy the now. Like, it's good advice. What else are you going to do?
If it's going to happen, I'd want it to be a meteor because hopefully that would be immediate.
Meteor? If it's going to happen, I want it to be a meteor because I want everybody to go with me.
Right. I don't want to have lose a limb or something and wait for the nuclear fallout.
Oh, that would be awful. You don't want the nuclear fallout.
It's like, I'm not afraid of dying. It's the process.
Yeah. Explosive diarrhea. How'd he die? Pookily.
EBM.
Guys, it's that time of the year, as we all know. Ken and I have talked about it. Kids are out there playing sports and spending gobs of your money and my money. This parent, I think, knocked it out the park. It's about right.
I like how after practice there will be a game at noon that day.
I like how we're gonna go on a 49-hour ride to Honduras.
Yeah.
It's a light schedule. Then that night we're gonna raft over to Cuba so we can play Monday. And if we win those games, we'll play Wednesday in Croatia.
Right.
So true. Oh, Lordy, coming up. Now it's hour number 3. It's a party. We'll talk a little bit about the economy. Last night, a few shockers. Come to find out that a person that's not a wanker will be taken over potentially because he beat a douche canoe. Chad. Talk about that among other things. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7.
Two o'clock on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. A New Mexico judge says Meta, owner of Instagram and Facebook, helped fuel the state's child mental health crisis and that Meta needs to pay up to fund mental health programs. The court ruling Meta must pay $567 million on top of a previous multi-million-dollar verdict from a jury. New Mexico's top law enforcement officer weighing in. Here's Alex Stone.
New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres says his state's massive victory against Meta is proof the narrative about social media and children is changing around the world.
Yesterday's decision was, by all accounts, a historic moment.
He says New Mexico relied on a 56-year-old outdated statute written long before social media and smartphones. He's calling on his state and others to update laws to be in line with current technology. Meta says it will appeal the verdict. Alex Stone, ABC News.
Tennessee's about 2 weeks into its lawsuit alleging Instagram's design harmed kids and that Meta ignored warnings about it. Meta denies those allegations. Well, the economy lost 23,000 jobs in July, according to the latest federal report. It's an unexpected drop. Analysts had expected the economy to add jobs. The unemployment rate's 4.1%. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze covers the economy and markets.
This is job losses last month, and the expectation had been that we would see over 80,000 new jobs added. There are certain sectors where the jobs were lost by the biggest amounts: local government, education, retail, hotels, and food services. We did also see a drop in the participation rate, meaning fewer people were trying to find work.
KPMG chief economist and managing director Diane Swak said the only industry fueling major economic growth for the U.S. is AI, and the biggest risk of a recession is if we were to have a big pullback in the AI boom. Health officials are warning beachgoers about an increase in cases of a dangerous flesh-eating bacteria. The resulting infections have claimed nearly a dozen lives this year. Vibrio vulnificus bacteria live in the warm waters primarily, but not exclusively, along the U.S. Gulf Coast. Florida has recorded 14 Vibrio vulnificus infections since the beginning of the year, including 2 deaths. 5 of Louisiana's 9 cases in 2026 have been fatal. Mississippi has seen 8 cases, but no deaths. The one outlier is a non-fatal Vibrio infection in Connecticut. And for the first time, scientists have used AI to create viruses that don't exist in nature.
A research paper in Thursday's journal Science says the AI-created virus was able to infect bacterial cells in a lab, but didn't use viruses that harm humans. Researchers trained the AI to predict DNA sequences, kind of like how ChatGPT predicts the next word in a sentence. On the plus side, it could solve genetic disorders and antibiotic-resistant infections. The downside? That a rogue researcher might create a bioweapon. Wayne Cabot, ABC News.
That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
happy Friday, baby. Ken and I are very excited because we only got a couple days till Monday.
That's
You
right.
get to practice tonight when you get home?
Yeah.
It's probably
Yeah, in
smart
fact,
then.
I'm going to practice by driving to Bowling Green on my way home.
It's a good move.
It's a solid move. I'm going to go out and buy a bunch of clothes today, lay them out, put them on, walk down here on several occasions. I'm going to circle the building. I'm going to come in on the weekend and practice doing moves on the microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
I do a lot of that. Robot, stuff like, because you don't know what's going to, at any given time, Monday shows up and you're like, oh, good God.
Want to be ready for it.
Absolutely. I like how you're driving the Bowling Green. That's a solid move. Because Ken's fear is he wakes up and all of the roads have been crushed by meteors or something.
Right.
You know where I'm driving to?
The bedroom.
51st Deli.
Oh, I love 50. Are you going to get a hot dog? Are you going to want it? No, you hate hot dogs.
No, I'm getting that chicken you.
That's right. That's good chicken. He hates hot dogs because he hates America. But and he doesn't try and he doesn't care about Mondays. And I don't know how you don't care about Mondays.
Oh, I care about Mondays. I hate them extensively.
You got to change your way of thinking, Brother Bilal.
Bell, see, this is it. We're trying to get you to change your way of thinking because we want you to understand. We have a bouncy, like Winnie the Pooh and Tigger. We don't want you to be Eeyore.
That's right.
I'm Piglet.
No, not right now.
You don't want to get too used to freedom of the weekend.
Yeah, I want you to wake up and have the sun.
All I care about is the freedom of the weekend.
No, I don't. See, he's working for the weekend.
He is.
You can't do that, man.
He's like that fat Canadian singer.
Mike Reno. His headband keeps getting bigger and bigger. So does his waistline. I didn't know they made leather in that
I was going to
size.
say, so does his belt.
He is. You know what, though? He doesn't care. And that's, you know why? Because he loves Mondays.
That's right.
You know why else he doesn't care?
Because he's wealthy?
Because he's got a lot of money in the bank.
Yeah, he does. And he knows it. And it's okay. It's Canadian money, so it's not real.
He was a fat rock singer who I bet chicks thought was actually hot because he was a rock singer.
Yeah, it helps. Like Meatloaf. There are people out there that's like, I think Meatloaf is hot. It's like, really? Really? You think the loaf is hot? Meat lump?
Yeah, Mr. O'Day had no problems getting
I'm sure he did.
Companionship.
By the way, I think we all know this. It's money, right? You could get out of the burn ward, right? You got no eyelids, you have no hair, you got two fingers on each hand, you look like a lobster, and you get out of a Lamborghini and somebody's like, "Oh, he is something about him." You smell that? That's life, kids. It's life. It's what it is. So be prepared. Thank you, everybody who came out last night. I got over to the YouTube chat. Say thank you guys for coming out last night. It was awesome. It was great. Everybody come out, and you got finally got our boat.
Yes, sir.
I had a good time. I said I had a good time.
Okay, let's. You know what, Bell? We're going to give you the floor. Tell us all the good times and all the people you met last night.
Sitting back in the main room in the office and taking a nap.
What office was that?
The office they have there.
Yeah, tell me about that. Tell me more.
It's a nice place.
Okay, tell me. Come on. Come on. Tell me all the people you met.
I didn't meet that many. I just met a few, but they had to know where I was to be able to find me.
Really? Just can you name them?
No, because I had eaten a gumi and I couldn't remember what their names were.
A gumi.
So if
You
Ken's-
are a gumi.
If Ken's out here, I'm gonna follow the Ken
Even
Weaver.
Joan showed up.
Yeah, Sister Joan Jones was out there.
Well, that's an hour closer to her house.
So this is what I deal with every day. It's like pulling teeth. Except
No,
I'm the one who's getting the teeth pulled. Had a great time last night. It was awesome. Good seeing everybody out there. Would appreciate you guys coming out and saying hi to me.
I like how Brother Bilal was real vague with his description. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked hanging out in the main room.
There has been only one time that you've offered to hang out with me or to invite me over that I have turned it down because I was sick.
When
I had that.
for the World Cup?
No, for the.
That was also something you just disappeared on me.
No, I was waiting for you to call me and tell me.
No. See, this is what he did. Oh, but you know what? Weren't you gonna? But you know what? And then last night, I'm like, dude, we're telling you for days, you got to come. It's gonna be so much fun, and it was packed out. It was great. Hop Springs was awesome. Yes, there was a little precipitation. That happens.
Yeah, my hair would have frizzed.
But there was plenty of places to sit under cover. I
Yeah.
mean, they've got a large outdoor
Yeah, but
sitting
it would have
area.
been humidity.
But you knew that, Bell, because you were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, you were not there. I had a great burger last night.
That burger was good.
That burger was good. I'm having chicken fingers for lunch tomorrow.
Is that what you're doing?
Oh yeah.
51st Deli is amazing. I might get that for lunch.
If that's any indicator whatsoever of how good their food is, I may have to order 2 or 3 things. Take a couple something home.
Oh, you're living life that large, huh? No, that $20 burrito worry for you.
No, because I can. It's a business meeting, so I can write it off.
That's a smart thing. That's smart. Yeah, even Johnny B showed up last night.
Yeah, brother
Did he
Johnny
really?
B and
Yeah.
Glenna were there.
How's he doing?
So he's great. He's like, oh God, I'm so happy Bell's here. And
Yeah.
they looked around, and I said, Bell's not coming here. Bell said explicitly, if you're going to be here, he's going another way.
Is he still doing his podcast?
Yeah, he does that with Jay, right?
Brother Jay.
Yeah, Jay.
Yeah. Is it music and sports? What is it?
Music. I think it's music and sports, just about anything. Circling the drain.
Yeah. So if you guys have a chance, grab that. That's awesome. Oh, look, somebody said I met and spoke with Chad last night. He's a wonderful man, a delight to talk with. Thank you very much, Santa Claus. Santa Claus is awesome, by the way.
Yeah, that dude had a great beard.
That beard is spectacular.
Yeah, I think I talked to that same guy.
You did not. You did not. None of Bell's joking because Bell is he's not well. He's not well, Bell. That's his new name, not well, Bell.
You're not 100% incorrect, but
not.
I'm much better than I was, and I just need to get a little bit better tonight.
There he goes. He's dying.
For my date tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. Where are you going? We just want to know so we can all show up and cheer you on.
51st Deli.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for your date?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we're going to go there, and then we're going to go record shopping.
Oh, that's cool. Vinyls.
Yeah.
Do you have a record player?
No, but I anticipate getting one in the next couple of years, and I would like to have a.
Did you not listen to Wisdom Guy?
I would like to have a player that the audio. What do you call it? The vinyl to play the records on.
Oh, he's like he's drunk.
You're taking
It's like
goomies? You're
no.
taking goomies already, dude.
No. It's my anxiety medication.
He's like looking at me with a smile, and his eyes are kind of cross-eyed and watery.
He's just, I'm already goomied up.
Oh man, this is awesome. You don't have a record player?
No, I really embraced streaming when it came out. I mean, because it was such a simple way to have everything in one little handheld device.
Yeah.
And then after I got rid of my my stereo system where I could play my cassettes and my vinyl, I got rid of the vinyl and the cassettes, and now I wish I still had them both.
I got all my cassettes.
Really?
Yep.
I think I have 3. What kind of cassettes do you have? I have
man.
Baltimora,
I've got
Tarzana Boy
everything.
single.
Well, remember, I've got the Men Without Hats.
That's right, you
The
do.
original cassette. I'll have to bring that in and show that to you boys.
I got the Baltimora single, Tarzana Boy. Oh,
yeah.
We got by the way, last night, several of you came up and just said, hey, we really enjoy your show. And I mostly don't hate you, Chad, because I was waiting for that. But who all want to talk about One Hit Wonder and White Woman Wednesday and the fun that we have, and said, that's what we love, listening to you guys talk about that stuff. We sprinkle in some real stuff too, but a lot of it's just.
See, the audience does not mind cheating. They're fine with it. Now, I'm not lying. I may be cheating, but I'm not telling lies.
I've already got my One Hit Wonder picked out for Wednesday, boys.
Yeah,
What
I've
is
got
it?
mine too.
I'm not going to tell you.
God, Belt.
What, is it from a listener?
Nope.
All right.
I figured it out on my own, brother
I'll
Burrell.
throw some respect your way then.
I've got mine picked out too. Mine will not win, and it will probably draw some controversy, but we're going to go with it anyways.
Mine's a Rolling Stones song.
He is on Goomies.
I've altered the definition of one hit wonder again.
To one hit that week.
All right, I'll go ahead and tell you. Mine's Motley Crue.
Which song?
I'm not saying.
I went with the Beatles.
They had multiple hits, though.
They didn't.
Yes, they
They had
did.
one hit.
No, they
They
did.
did. It was called, well, your Rolling Stones, how many did they have?
Number ones?
One hit. Oh, that's what you do now? Number one.
Yeah, Brother Bilal.
Yeah, it was number one. There's a few of them.
Oh, man. Tell you what, it was a lot of fun, though. I appreciate everybody coming out last night. I was waiting for somebody to come up, and there were a couple of people did, and they wanted to have a conversation, about Sirius. The big one was about, Sharia laws here. I'm like, she is? Where? I couldn't find Sherry anywhere.
Sharia law.
You looked for the woman in the bikini.
Yeah. So
Where
I
is
could,
Sharia?
Yeah. I was like, who? Sharia? No, I don't know her. No, like, no, it's happening, Chad. It's everywhere. I'm like, no, it's not. Yeah, they're taking over. I said, there's 1.3% of America is Muslim, follow Islam. And out of that, like 10% want Sharia law. And not even the hardcore Sharia. There's a few, I'm sure, wackadoos out there. But come on. I mean,
Naturally, you're going to get some of those people no matter
Yeah.
what
By the
it
way, I
is
said,
you're
did you
talking
vote for
about.
Monty? I voted for Monty. Okay, cool. The guy that wants to get rid of all the other religions? That feels a little weird. So, but it's different because it's my kind of religion. And by the way, several people last night could not agree with which version of Christianity we should go with. So everybody settled on it. We're going to follow the Mormons.
Space Mormons?
Either of them.
So if you want to be a little fringy, you're allowed to be Space Mormon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, Ride of the Valkyries. A lot of that. Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries. Is that a one-hit wonder? Did that get on the charts?
Did it, Brother Bilal? You know.
I want to say yes.
Yeah.
Because they did have classical charts.
They did. And it's been used, I'm sure, for...
Well, yeah, but when a new orchestra would record it, that would be considered a new version. And if it's released and radio played it and it sold, that would have been considered a hit.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Very cool. All right, I see. Just want to make sure. Somebody said, Chad, wanker is a bad word. And I said, not here.
Not in this country.
Not in this country. By the way, it's funny because when I was in England on the radio a couple times, I said fanny. And that is a really bad word over there.
Yeah, and there's also...
It describes a girl's front part, if you will.
Goodness.
Yeah.
And there's also the fact, very glaring fact, that we have a word that is considered just absolutely obscene that Europeans use just sort of.
Oh,
like,
yeah, they use that. We know it's the C word, and they use it all the time. They use it just like, can you blank past the salt?
Yeah, it's such a casually inputted word.
Yeah, yeah. You know what is? I remember the first time I heard that in an abundance. It was a guy named David Phillips. I was playing for Aldershot. I thought for the first 3 weeks I was on the team that was my name. I was an American C word. That's what I was. He was, yeah, that was, that, it isn't a big, zero, no, somebody said, isn't the C word? No, it's not a big deal at all there. They just, it's like that's what it is.
Watch Mobland.
Oh.
It's literally no different than looking at somebody and going, oh, you're such a butt.
Yeah, that's it. Jason says, it's my favorite word. Really, Jason? God, this is why I can't take you anywhere. By the way, the Knack did not write a song about Sharia. My Sharia. Oh, lordy. I'm going to get somebody's going to be mad with me. I'm telling you guys, but that one person's like, it's happening. I'm like, really? Where's it happening? Just, you got the phone, pick it up, show me where it's happening in Texas. It's not happening in Texas. Dearborn, Michigan. Yeah, Dearborn. And by the way, Dearborn's one of the safest cities in America, over 100,000 people.
Right, because if you commit a crime, you get a body part cut off.
They still follow the Constitution, by the way. Because that Constitution.
Yeah, the Sharia Constitution.
That's Bill. Bill's chiming in now. Where were you last night? Oh, that's right, Bill. You were at home with your cats being sad.
I was out there hiding in the crowd.
Yeah, cigarettes in Europe. That is also a word that we find weird. That
There was a band that one I really, really liked that used that word as their name.
Oh.
And the lead singer was like, we cannot use this. This is not going to fly in the States. We could keep it and use it overseas if you want to, but it's not going to work here. And it basically destroyed the career of a really good rock band.
Really? Yeah. The first few times I heard it, it was shocking. And I was like 13. I was over there 12, 13. I was like, "Ooh, that's not a good word to say." But, then you realize, oh, we're not talking about the same thing. So it's, again, we're two countries separated by a common language. Because, windscreen.
Which, as funny as that's meant to be, it's very true.
It's very true. It is very true. Coming up, a little Finally Friday sounds. A lot of that is going on because we like to have some fun here. And then we'll talk a little bit about, last night's midterms, the primaries, what to expect when expecting. Will Marcia actually debate? Will there be anything like that? Will Jerry follow her around talking to the Tennesseans every single day? Because that's what she does. We'll talk about that and so many other things. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7. Incogni is awesome. I use it. And by use it, I signed up for it. And they go and get all of my data off all these data broker sites, these person search sites. And it is incredible what they do. Because they have to take you off the site. So data brokers have to take you off the sites. Incogni knows that. You and I know that. Many of you do. But those guys can sell it to anybody. Criminals, right? Scammers. They sell all your information, your medical history, whatever they got, they can sell it. And there are hundreds and hundreds, so many of them. So what they do is they go and just say, whoever wants it, come buy it. What do you need? You marketing? You want medical? We got all that stuff. Who you voted for? So Incogni knows, and so they go in and they get you off those sites because they make it so hard and confusing to try to get you off those sites. And that's why I love what they do. They've gotten me off hundreds and hundreds. No more spam calls. No more crazy, like text messages from weird businesses or any of that stuff. They do it better than anybody else. And I'm telling you guys right now, for less than $7 a month, you can start getting your data back in your hands, and they'll make sure that it doesn't pop up anywhere else. Go to incogni.com/Benson, incogni.com/Benson. Save 60% right there. Incogni.com/Benson, incogni.com/Benson.
All right, drivers, it looks like the fun is already starting in that construction zone, northbound 65. You've got two areas of roadblocks there between Madison and Millersville, really slowing down north and southbound 65 there north of Nashville, especially right there at Goodlettsville. Big Tech takes a major hit and a surprising jobs report. These stories and more coming up at 2:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Oh, every single Friday we sit back, we relax, we take a listen back to the lunacy and the craziness that was this week. Always will. We try to have a super freaking awesome day every single day because that's who we are. It's what we are. Bell doesn't. Bell lives in a world of sadness and pain.
That's not true.
It's not?
No.
He gets free pastries from a good-looking woman.
How can that not be wonderful? And she's very good looking. And she has a lip piercing, and she's got two-tone hair.
Oh, do you know what that means? Automatically, she's a nut liberal.
Sounds like she's a rhino.
Yep, she is a rhino.
I think she is a clean goth.
She's a rhino.
Yeah.
She's a clean goth?
Yeah.
Hey, did you see that, speaking of goth, did you see that goth flight attendant? She was hot. She's super goth.
I did not. You have a picture of her?
Yeah, I'll get you a picture of her. The goth flight attendant. People are like taking pictures of her. They're like, check it out. Like, you know, the Cure is on the plane.
You mind if I take a picture of you?
Yeah, you cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to get a few photographs because we're about to go down.
Because there's a hot goth chick who's in their 30s. Look at that.
Let me take a picture.
Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. Sally, I don't know if you sent this now or a few days ago. It says $53,000 a year for daycare. Quit your day job, raise your own children. Well, that's a lot of people, Sally. They can't quit their day job.
I think one of the biggest mistakes that I ever made was not being more forceful about the idea of not having kids.
Really?
Yeah, because it saved me a ton of money.
It did. It did. It did. I mean, you have, when you're older and, you know, your cats are gone and you're laying there and
I'm dying and I have nobody to come visit me.
we'll be there
No,
to make fun of you.
Well, okay, that I
On the
buy.
way out.
We'll
That I
take you
buy.
out on the old Carol Jean there, Brother Bilal.
Oh, is that what we're calling it?
So what's on the box?
It's named Carol Jean, the tuna boat.
Isn't that the? Oh, you know why it's a tuna boat and it's that big? Because that's all the money that Trump has to pay, or we have to pull it around. Isn't that the lady's name, Carol Jean?
I think so.
Oh, geez, that's not very nice. Coming up, a lot of stuff still to talk. We'll talk about last night. Obviously, Andy Ogles. It was a shock to him mostly that he didn't win. It's like, I can't believe you think they're still mad at me for all the lies and stuff. You think that's it? Maybe. We'll talk a little bit about that. Obviously, will Marcia debate? Will she not debate? We'll touch on that as well. The $20 burrito question that's flying around the internet at the water cooler, if there is even a water cooler anymore. Do people talk at? We'll talk about that as well. Chad Ben Show, Super Talk 99.7.
I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. And drivers, it is not the rush hour yet, but we're already seeing some rush hour-like traffic, especially if you are northbound and southbound 65. You know where, between Millersville and Madison. It is especially slow going northbound starting in Madison because it looks like you have two areas of rolling roadblocks, and it gets really heavy right there by Goodlettsville. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Well, a New Mexico court has ordered Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, to pay $567 million to address children's mental health. The court-imposed settlement also requires Meta to create educational material for parents and educators and to produce PSAs about social media use and mental health. ABC News contributor Mike Muse says the settlement's likely to act as a template for other states.
Other states will be looking at this ruling to see what is possible when it comes to a judgment against Meta.
Yeah, right now in Tennessee, the state's lawsuit playing out in a Nashville courtroom claiming Meta's own researchers warned company leaders about the dangers of Instagram to teens. Meta denies the allegation, saying it has spent years developing safety tools for teens. Health officials warning beachgoers about an increase in cases of a dangerous flesh-eating bacteria. The resulting infections have claimed nearly a dozen lives this year. Vibrio vulnificus bacteria live in the warm waters, primarily but not exclusively along the U.S. Gulf Coast. Florida has recorded 14 Vibrio vulnificus infections since the beginning of the year, including 2 deaths. 5 of Louisiana's 9 cases so far have been fatal. Mississippi's seen 8 cases, but no deaths. Then there has been 1 infection in Connecticut. And for the first time, scientists have used AI to create viruses that don't exist in nature.
A research paper in Thursday's journal Science says the AI-created virus was able to infect bacterial cells in a lab, but didn't use viruses that harm humans. Researchers trained the AI to predict DNA sequences, kind of like how ChatGPT predicts the next word in a sentence. On the plus side, it could solve genetic disorders and antibiotic-resistant infections. The downside? That a rogue researcher might create a bioweapon. Wayne Cabot, ABC News.
That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
All right, guys. Relief Factor is going to help you with your body, your aches and pains. Most of the aches and pains that we have, especially as we get older, it's inflammation, right? Caused to a lot of things. Getting older, maybe working out, just not recovering the same way. Obviously, our diet's not always great. That's where Relief Factor comes in. Naturally formulated, third-party tested for purity and potency. The way Relief Factor works, it's not about masking the pain. So it works from the inside out. You take it, it works from the inside out, and it actually goes and addresses the issue of inflammation in your body, which is what you want. You don't want it to mask the pain for a couple hours and then, I got to take some more pills. No, this is not that. And you can't get addicted to this, which is beautiful because it is naturally formulated. So you can take it every single day like I do. I'm going to try Relief Factor. It's a 3-week quick start. Now, I've been taking it for a long time, and I'm telling you, I'm working out more, I'm doing more, I'm feeling better, and I'm able to do that more because the inflammation, I'm not worried about it. Try Relief Factor now. You can get yours, a 3-week quick start for $17.76. That's $17.76. You can go to relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com, or call 800-4RELIEF, 800, the number 4RELIEF for Relief Factor. I had to double check this one, guys. You know the T-Rex races the other day? They were on the Ocho. So for like 4 days or whatever, ESPN has the Ocho, which is the joke from the movie Dodgeball. It's on the Ocho. Are you ready for this? Okay, sit down there, Belle. Today, coming up in a little bit, the World Housekeeping Games.
The World Housekeeping Games.
Mop relay, vacuum cleaner race, bed making, buffer and pad toss, toilet paper toss. The World Housekeeping Games.
That's why my maid wasn't here this morning. She's gone to the games.
She's gone to the games.
And I was cursing her out like she had done something wrong.
Which is not fair. That was not
fair.
No,
it's not fair
you
at
should
all.
have known. You should have known that she was not going to be there.
She told me, and it wasn't, here, I made you a sandwich, so I didn't pay any attention to what was coming out of her mouth.
The World Housekeeping Games. So it's part of the Ocho, which is, so they got slippery stairs, donk toss, obviously the T-Rex race. So, and there's all these things happening here. There's 23 new games, 10 live competitions. Of course, it's making fun of, or having fun with dodgeball, the underdog story. So the one watching the guys race with their, like the Wii goggles on is spectacular.
They have the T-Rex races are very similar to curling, where you just have the maid run in front of the grass and sweep the grass down so there's nothing's going to poke them in the foot and deflate their T-Rex costume.
Oh, my gosh. They have donk They have donk toss, where you throw a donkey onto a pad. Not a real donkey. They have another game called Roof Ball. This is the U.S. Open, and it's going to be played later today. That's where players throw a football hoping to hit a cylinder atop a roof or get a football to circle around the cylinder. They get another point for catching the football and lose points if the ball goes over the roof. So if you ever seen that, like when you were a kid, you remember these guys? You'd throw the ball on the roof like a football or something, and you want to see how close you could get it, and it would have the vent. You try to get it around there, and it would bounce down, and you try to catch it and stuff. And it's the beauty. It basically what they've done is they've made up wacky games outside of the housekeeping games. Because I know this. Belle told me every day he's timing her.
I am. I don't. Sandwiches that are delivered over 15 seconds, unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
And I'm talking about from the time I order it to the time it's put in front of me. Let's go.
Oh, the wiener dog races were there last night.
All right, little weenies.
Little weenies. I love little weenie dogs races. Those are hilarious. I'm seeing the ones where they, dogs are you look at cats, right? So you got cats, and there's different breeds, but by and large, the cats all look the exact same, right? House cats outside of, a Maine Coon.
Yeah.
They all look kind of the same. Maine Coons are the best. That's creepy look.
They're huge.
Yeah.
So it is very...
Uh-oh, is that me? Is that you? Who knows? Okay. So dogs, though. Like here's a was it Cane Corso or Cane Corso, whatever that is, and here's a wiener dog. Like, how do you square that? Like, you guys are what? You're the kind of the same? Yeah, we're both dogs.
Yeah, the weenie dog just goes for the throat and won't let go until the other one's submitted.
Yeah, well, the Cane Corso, whatever it is, he just eats you. He's just like, you know what I think I'm gonna do? Probably gonna eat you.
Well, how are you going to get at him when the weenie dog's up under his throat? Ripping out the esophagus.
I don't know. It is. Then there's a bulldog, and you're like, what are you about? Right? And then you got a basset hound. Like, you look at a basset hound, and you think, you take all of the worst things that dogs have. It's like, okay, I'd like your ears to drag on the floor. I want you to be squatty, kind of. I want you to be like a wiener dog, but I want you to be heavier than a wiener dog.
I want everything you smell to annoy you.
Yes. Absolutely. And I want you to make a wailing noise anytime you hear a siren. Or not. Just anytime.
Just randomly.
Yeah. That's just crazy. And cats are just different. But they're all kind of the same. Right? Like, if you look at a house cat.
Unless it's orange.
What?
Unless it's orange. Orange cats are weird.
They are weird. But still. But, I mean, cats, they're different breeds, but there's not one that's, in the wild. So one thing about, the dogs in the wild, they're kind of all the same size. Coyotes are a little thinner. Wolves are kind of obviously big. Dire wolves, fantastic. Love dire wolves.
Still waiting on Ken to get us a couple.
What's that? Dire wolves?
Yeah.
Well, President Trump doesn't even have his yet.
No, not yet. They're not big enough yet.
Not
Remember,
worried
they've
about
got to
Trump.
be out and about. They're getting huge, though.
But I do have us a tuna boat.
That's all that matters. So cat fights. Did you see the cat that took on the bear?
Yes.
That was pretty awesome. The cat's like, you want to do this? Because I'm going to take your eye out. The bear's like, you know what?
I think the bear got a little bit of claw contact and
Yeah.
decided, I'm really not into this.
Yeah. So, yeah, cats are. Everybody's talking about your orange cat theory.
They're weird.
Why are they weird?
There's just something about them that I think there's a genetic component with the way they think and how they act instinctively. They're just odd.
Are they?
An orange cat?
Yeah.
Really?
And mine's one-eyed, so he's even weirder.
Even Belle's animals are broken. How'd it get one eye?
It was found with a litter under a home, and they took the litter into the vet to have him checked out, and his eye was so infected that the vet said it wasn't going to heal, and the better course of action was to remove it so that his socket could heal up.
Did you get him a...
Give him a patch.
No.
No? Did you get him like a laser beam for
No,
that?
I'm gonna get him little sticky ones with that shake
Oh,
around.
the googly eyes?
Yeah, the googly eyes.
So back home, I've got a pickleball court in our backyard, and I bought a pickleball machine when I really got into pickleball. And my wife and daughter decorated one day. She brings it out. She's all, here's Sigmund, like the sea monster, because you made it look like Sigmund because it's green.
Right.
And she put googly eyes on it, and it's got these crazy teeth that the ball shoots out of.
Is this Charlie that did it?
Yeah, Charlie and my wife, they just thought it was great. It's just fantastic. Question for you guys. Who do you think's more excited last night? Do you think it was Marcia, or do you think it was, I'm going to go out on the limb and say Tim Burchett? Because everybody seems to think Tim's going to get it and not Glenn.
I think Marcia wasn't excited because she feels like it's owed to her.
Yeah.
And this was just part of the process of her getting what she deserves.
That's what I kept saying. I felt like that's why I kept saying it reminds me of Hillary, where I've done all the work. I've done all the stuff. I need to be coronated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody bring me tribute. But
come bend the knee and accept my warmth in your presence.
So what we do know is Marcia will then, if she wins, you got to say if, because you never know. I mean, again, anytime you say, well, that'll never happen. Look at Donald Trump. So that's all you got to say.
Hey, all it takes is a platform from an opponent that sounds reasonable and a candidate for your party that is a nut job.
Yeah. Because candidacies matter. I want you guys to understand it. Good candidates, anymore they're hard to come by, but it matters. So we'll see. But because I asked the guys, I said, who do you think that she's going to appoint? And they're like, it's got to be Burchett because Burchett's wanted it. And you said Glenn.
I think Glenn's gonna get it because she just can't. Trump can't afford to lose a House member.
Yeah, that's it. That's the big thing. Trump can't afford to lose another House member. Because we were talking about it last night, because you don't appoint a House member, there has to be a runoff.
Yeah.
So there would be a time when there would be nobody in the House in that position. And because
you lose that vote.
You lose that vote.
Which lowers the threshold to lose.
And remember, now it might not be a big deal if, let's be real, the Democrats are going to win the House. It's the Senate. I'm not quite sure if they have that, but they're pretty sure they're going to win the House. And
by how much do you think?
I think they'll be up a few seats. I don't think it's going to be like
they still going to have that same slim margin of error that the GOP
they might
has?
have a little bit bigger of a margin, but it's not going to be like 40 seats or anything.
Gotcha.
So that might give them the opportunity, because if you're only down at that point in time, you're only down that one. So it really doesn't matter, because if you're already behind, one's not going to hurt you. All right, coming up, a lot of good stuff. Like Matt, welcome Matt. He's here as we wrap it up on this Friday. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Wrapping it up on this beautiful Friday. You know what's great? Those commercials.
Because the ones that we're not hearing?
Yes.
Oh, they'll be back.
Oh, there will be. When do you
and
think
in bigger numbers.
I'm a
little Star Wars reference, y'all. Little Sand People Star Wars reference.
These are not the commercials you're listening for.
The Sand People scare easily, but they'll be back and in bigger numbers. The politicians, they scare easily, but they'll be back and in bigger numbers.
What do you what was your takeaway from last night?
I think the big surprise of the night was that Ogles got beaten, and it wasn't particularly close.
No,
I mean 6.5 points thereabouts, I guess it was. So we'll break that down over the course of the day. I mean, I know that everyone else has been kind of breaking it down too. That was a surprise. I mean, obviously Marcia not getting a 50% margin of victory against her two opponents says something about where the headspace is with Tennessee voters, and I think Marcia would do well. And I mean, I have no doubts that someone within her political orbit will tell her this, but she would do well to figure out why over half of the voting people chose someone else.
Absolutely.
Right? So that's number two. Other than that, it was kind of chalk. I mean, Brent Taylor's got a lot of work to do. I do not believe that 5 is a certainty for the Republicans.
No.
I don't believe that 9's a certainty for the Republicans, and I think there's some work to do there. And Donald Trump never knew who Andy Ogles was, and he wants everybody to know that.
Yeah, that was so funny. He had no chance of winning. I was 8-1 last night. He had no chance. Charlie, I'm with you.
Chad, if anybody knows anything about Donald Trump, he's a loyal guy.
He's so loyal, guys.
And so he was offering loyalty to a wounded creature.
Who wounded himself, by the way.
A wounded creature in the form of Andy Ogles. And, you know how Trump is, and he's mad because he's got the 1. He's 8-1. He wanted 9-0. He wanted 9-0. He doesn't have. But it's funny, and I love it. I think it's hilarious that he's like, Kostov won, Kostov an 8. There you go, Kostov. I was like, Kostov was unopposed, man. Bill Haggerty.
Unopposed.
On the heels of the Trump endorsement. Big victory for Bill. Bill was not running against anybody.
Again,
But
but the Ogles, it was a flawed candidate with he was so far behind. He had no chance of winning. I tried.
It was hard for him to do interviews because the FBI has his phone.
That's fair.
That is fair right there. Well, they had to take his phone because somebody grabbed his phone before that and then tweeted something horrific about the case.
But I will say this. There's a lot to be said, and I did not reach out, and I'll preface what I'm about to say with this. I have not reached out to Andy Ogles, but I reached out to I reached out to Monty and I reached out to John, just a private text saying, hey, I understand that losing sucks. And, say what you will about these people. They put their hearts and souls in it.
Yeah.
And both of them were very gracious in their responses.
And some of them put their heart, souls, and money into it.
And, John Rose put a lot of money into it. And the return on investment vote per dollar for Monty was huge. And I think Marcia needs to think about that, too. So
Absolutely.
We'll break all of those things down. Plus, we'll talk some things that don't have anything to do with politics.
Yay!
Which
That's
is
always
nice.
fun, too, because it's Friday.
It is Friday.
And just a couple days away, baby, for you and I. Get back here on Monday.
Hey, Bell, it's Saturday Eve. You jerk.
I love you too, baby.
Monday, just
good
a
to
few
see you
days
last
away.
night. Good to see you last night.
Right?
It was, wasn't it?
It was great to see you last night.
I love seeing you out there doing the Matt Murphy thing and interacting with the people.
Yeah, we were all doing
He's
our
been telling everybody, I looked for you guys all night. I couldn't find you. It was great. I had a burger like you did, Chad. It was just awesome.
Should have looked for the guy in the dress. It would have been Bill. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
You guys have a good week. We'll be back here Monday.